We have Comcast. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's working now. Everybody ready?
I was able to take my Comcast with me to Syracuse.
More or less.
Way
Dun, 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 dun.
Ours needs to go up a little bit, I think. If I sit back.
I'm watching that bandwidth meter, and it's not hitting red every 2 seconds, so I think we're okay. A little green light on the bottom. Beep.
Oh, I was looking at the green light on the top.
This little green light.
Here we go.
Hey. Hopefully that works for everything. Makes a little.
It's
more.
like way zoomed in now.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like it a little better like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to squish.
I like to be able to see
some
myself.
stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Because
I don't.
I'm narcissistic.
Aren't we all?
Hopefully the sound's okay when the Thordonk gets in. He can.
All right, I've got to say that I didn't enjoy the last Harmon Quest as much as the previous ones.
I just want to say about our game. I was like, it was a great game.
No, it was a fantastic
Wait a
game.
minute.
In fact, last Thursday was like one of the most, like some of the best time. All the stuff, just like the traps and like the shrinking and the flying over and just climbing up
You
the
see while they
column,
start riding
the
furiously.
green and the black and
TPK.
throwing them to the ferry. I'm like, this one's green, this one's black. You take him over to Akio, and then he drinks one we probably shouldn't have because then the hag got involved in the fight.
But so like the last episode of Harmon Quest of season
Well,
one.
the one that I just watched.
Okay.
I don't mean the last.
Which one was it?
It was the one with
Eddie
the.
Izzard?
It was like Eddie Lizard.
I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
that
Like
was,
all the hand jobs. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
it's funny, but like. It's
I just love how greedy he
a
is.
little much. Yeah. Well, how much gold do you got? He did have the best name of anyone so far.
Eddie
Eddie
Izzard.
Lizard was super fantastic.
I think that is. I kind of agree with you that episode is. That's the epitome of like the
Bad
the
Dungeons.
the bad side of the guest stars, right?
Yeah.
That have never played before, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's certain ones that are like super into it, and they're just like.
was my favorite one.
See, I thought Aubrey Plaza was more on the like her episode was
She's the one
great.
with the alchemist.
She's the alchemist.
She was like, I picked the lock with my glasses. Like, wait, I want to redo it. I want to
Hello and welcome to the Dan Harmon
Defined,
Harmon Quest
like,
podcast.
I need a metal tray and I need some glasses. It's like, okay, metal tray, and now you all have shanks, and they never even use them. Yeah. And then she got glasses to pick the lock.
But that's the
I don't
thing is
know, am I
like
doing this right?
she was one of those people that's just kind of like I have no idea what I'm
So
doing,
I'm just
Yeah.
messing
so
around.
I'm just being crazy,
Having
and
fun.
that to me like I like the ones that are like John Hodgman,
He was great.
Hodge John, yeah,
Hodge John.
Han Hodgman or whatever, yeah, with the sandwiches, like that was perfect. I thought that was a great like combination.
The orc loaf sandwiches and the soy orc.
Yeah, that was
Vegan orc option.
You mean we were eating real people?
He's like, they transform back to people, and some of them have bites.
Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, test 1, 2, 3.
We're on live, right? We're live.
Yes, we are live.
All right. Hi.
Double checking everything. Chat is live.
I need characters. I only have 2. There's only 2 party members so far. I need to get Thornox out. That one's my bad.
Yeah.
You're bad.
How dare I not be prepared? Game is canceled.
Man,
You are not prepared. Says Milligan.
jerky. Trapper beef jerky.
That's his new theme song.
There's occasional jumps, but it's not terrible. I think that's what it is. I think we're just dropping packets is why it's... Because I crank that, like, we're at half the bandwidth we normally are, and it's still doing the same thing.
Sure.
So I'll check the
Well,
recording.
Awesome. Do we have a Reese?
Sounds good.
Do we have a Thornox?
I do not see a Reestifer.
Hmm.
Chat
Did you
yet.
forget?
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Casey Lunera keeps reminding me that I shouldn't use everybody's real name unless they want me to.
For the record. Although
Totally unintentional, but perfect.
all of my gaming, my video gaming
I
friends
need people to know who
that are all from
what I'm
my
doing.
WoW group.
Yeah.
We still play like League of Legends and stuff together. None of them, like, we all know each other by first name now, and none of them call me Colby. They're just like, I can't do it, dude. It's Ari. It's just always,
Yeah.
will
Right.
always be Ari.
I'm always Nibiru.
So I answer to both.
I'm always fuzzy too.
I need to come up with a new.
Yeah.
What's your tag right now?
My
It's
tag
something
right now
embarrassing,
is
isn't it?
It's Demon
I
Hunter
just have
PSD,
Oh,
and it's too lame. I need something that I can actually
edgy.
go by.
So edgy.
Hey, this was
Yes.
in like 2006, okay? I just haven't changed it. You get one free one,
I
right?
was still junior high in 2006.
High school. Oh wait, no, I was still in junior high. It was ninth grade.
I was making a joke, but now I really feel old.
I know every now and again Jason will say some like reference at work, and everyone will laugh, and he's like, "Do you get it?" And I'm like, no. And I was like, I was in elementary school.
Yeah,
He's like,
I was already working at iTransact for 3 years.
Right.
Yep, I was just learning that you had to shower in gym class. It was awkward.
I'm not sure, honey. Look over there. I cleaned this area all up. And by clean up, I mean threw over the couch into the pile.
Such a good dad.
Perfect.
That's not my cleanup.
Yeah, that's how everybody cleans up, I
Wait,
thought.
I totally screwed that up, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's go ahead and start. Thornock will be here eventually.
How could you screw something?
So, welcome back to the adventures of the Order of the Broken Spear.
Woo!
Last time you guys defeated a hag. Congratulations. And an imp. Congratulations. A lot harder than it looks.
Mechanical squirrel.
Yes, of course. Can't forget that.
I almost brought. I have a metallic squirrel nutcracker.
Yeah.
I could have brought as like a scale or everything else.
But yeah, you guys saved the day. You unshrunk yourselves. You got some cool magical stuff.
Wow.
You got a I believe a necklace that allows you to heal a little bit better.
That will keep you from dying.
Yeah. And I believe that's it, right? You guys got some other.
Apparently, I got
some
spice.
gold.
I
Yeah, I
got spice.
Munir got some spices.
I added all
I
the
don't
loot.
think I
Yeah.
want.
We got I'll tell you what we got. 2 platinum, 195 gold, 2 emeralds, and 4 hematite.
All right.
We made bank.
Yep. And then
Well,
you offered
along.
what was left of the potion that returned you guys back to normal to a raven. He instead ate the ruby eye out of the mechanical squirrel and started speaking, and then said that you guys were interesting and flew off.
He said, well, I wrote it down. I am looking down on us as if from a scrying orb and said, looks like we've got another competitor.
Oh, do you think that's the raven?
Well,
That was
Oh, no.
Interesting.
That is the.
Somebody's
That's the
that
mysterious
was the
figure.
that was the epilogue.
Sounds
claw.
like Tiamat.
no, it's straight from It's like the overarching meta
of God.
It's me. I'm just like, yeah, looks like.
Window into the DM's room.
No, you don't want to look into the DMs
you
for
really
that.
don't.
No,
The
that's.
things you learn.
The more you know.
And then you guys were making your way back to the boat.
Right.
Now, I'm going to say this now because nobody really thought of it. You guys didn't grab the rest of that potion.
I was going to say that.
Yep. Which, unfortunately, we'll just go ahead and pass up on. But
which potion?
The one that was left in the spoon. I tried to give to the raven, and then he didn't eat it.
Oh,
we didn't
right.
pick it back up, so it's just we left it.
and it's too late now. You guys got to get back to the boat because you're already late.
I had to find my horse.
Oh yes, he's gone.
Son of a horse.
You
Yeah.
can ride on my horse, bro.
Dang raven.
Actually, wait. Let me check.
Did we ask the raven?
Yes, he's gone.
Was he eaten by a raven?
All there is feathers.
Can
and
I investigate to
scuffle.
see if it's like way out of our way to find him, or if we could quickly
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Yeah, as you guys come back to the place where you left the horse.
Where is my
I guess that's an integral part of this game.
No.
investigation?
You can say I rolled a
21.
on a D10, of course.
Right. On a D10.
On a
Wait second,
D10.
Hold on.
Wait.
I rolled an 11. Wait, why did I roll a D8? No, that's a D10. Oh, crap.
Crap.
It's okay, I got a green potion today.
I'm thirsty. This
Bag of
picture
holding.
is making me thirsty. Never been a
Yes,
Do
yes.
you want to Coke Zero?
No,
Sure.
I'm good, thank you. I'm sure I've got stuff upstairs. I just need to look at it.
So what'd you roll?
21.
Guaranteed about 5 minutes. I'll remember something else.
You think Reese forgot?
Nope, he just got on. Rufus Priest is now on the stream. I see him in the chat. So he should be getting
Hello.
Hello, Rufus. Oh, I mean, door knock.
No, you can't see any clear tracks for him. But you are a wizard.
Do the
Which
tracks
means-
get smaller and smaller? Did I step on him?
No.
Oh my gosh, I killed my.
Which means you probably just don't know nature as well as you'd like.
I know nature.
I know.
I'm plus 3 to nature. I'm sort of intelligent.
Morning, Raven.
I know nature well, but my intelligence sucks. I wish that nature needs to be tied to wisdom.
Not intelligence.
That's
I agree because
So-
it's weird.
Nature is the knowledge of
Of
nature,
animals.
of animals and everything. Survival would be and that's what's tied to wisdom, I believe, is survival.
Yeah.
And that's basically the application of that knowledge in the real world.
Sweet, I have a +3 to survival.
So together, we're
Me too.
+3 nature, +3 survival. We can do anything.
So,
We're like
are we
barely
looking after this horse, or are we heading to the boat?
We don't. I don't think we have.
I don't. I said my last goodbye. Goodbye.
You can ride on the back
Perhaps
of
I'll meet you
Kentucky.
again.
That's my horse's name. Kentucky.
So you guys move back to the boat.
Yes.
You guys get there, and the rock has been cleared, and the deckmaster goes, "Hurry up! We gotta get a move on."
Yes.
Jump on
Right
board.
way.
Yeah,
Right way.
there was a
I
boat.
want to climb up the bridge and jump onto the boat from the bridge
Alrighty.
and do a backflip.
I want to come
Okay.
on and hold his hand. My dear sir.
You want to add anything else to that?
No.
No? Okay.
Just one.
I just
one
want to
Alright.
stumble on because I just
We'll
finished
give it to
chugging
you.
a full bottle of wine before we left.
Alright. Yeah, that's true. You have one left. Took you that. Like,
No, I have 2, but then I drank the one.
drank the one
to
on the way.
empty it
oh,
so
that's
that we could put the potion in. That was only like 5 minutes ago, so I'm really hammered.
that's true. You did drink that whole bottle just so that
Yep.
you could do the. You know what? You have that potion. You have one unidentified green potion.
That's right, because you just
I
took a
forgot
swig.
that's what happened.
You took a swig from it. You didn't have to down the whole bottle of green potion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that whole
It's in
thing
your
with you
pouch
drinking
then.
the wine was
Yeah,
specifically
that's
for
right.
the
It was
potions.
in my pouch.
Yes.
because the potion is black, and I shattered it on the ground
Yeah.
before I left.
Mhm. The green, the stuff in the pouch isn't there, but the stuff that was in the ladle, you specifically drank that bottle of wine to put into the bottle.
Okay,
So you have one potion's worth of unidentified green potion.
Okay, the one time you're drinking
yes, I'm
helps
gonna
out.
add it to my.
Just kidding. I didn't figure out what it does. Other than
Ooh,
we
that's
scale
bold.
short people to
It's
normal
a
size.
thing, then, was-
So the
Low blow. I'm just distraught about my horse.
they get you all on board.
Small enough.
They go, "Didn't you have a horse?"
I did. Have you seen him?
No, I mean we thought he was with you.
My dear Glue. Never see you again.
You named your horse Glue.
Indeed.
Probably better that you didn't have that horse anymore.
Well, I was getting kind of hungry.
All right.
Okay, I'm only like 5'3". We could probably share. I'm sure my horse would.
All right, everybody aboard. Nobody else wants to do any fancy flips. Can Thornock hear us, or is the microphone still muted?
Microfilm.
Microfilm.
You know?
No, I hear you.
Hooray!
Just hadn't heard you
I
talk
was
yet.
like, I don't know. Is it muted?
I had to get my 3-year-old to sleep.
Oh.
That's fun.
Forgiven.
Did it work?
We shall see.
It's yet to be seen.
I don't know parenting.
It's like
Um,
you put him to bed, and it's like defusing a bomb. You like carefully set it down, like cut the green wire and then back away,
Yep.
and then you're like, okay. And you go sit down, and then 10 seconds later, so
What type of baby has green wires?
Cut the wrong
you
wire.
know, it just
Like-
when you start strapping them in with all the swaddle things,
Okay,
and this arm's
alright,
out
sure,
here,
yeah,
and it's
perfect.
just-
All right, so the boat trip continues.
Yay.
Can we take a rest? On the boat?
Yes, you now may take a long rest.
Successfully?
Successfully.
Okay.
I don't want any, like, oh, gotcha! You can wire. Click the button. Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
You chose not to go after the horse. You can take a long rest.
Okay.
Glue. You'll
Poor
be avenged.
Poor Glue.
The adventures of Glue will go on.
One day, at like level 20, this horse will come plodding up
It's like a
from the distance.
super old horse.
Glue, is that you?
Romantic moment. Touching.
Yes.
I'm writing that down for future use.
Perfect.
All right. The rest of the trip to Baldur's Gate is uneventful. And then you arrive at the city. It is it's Baldur's Gate. Like, it seems like a nice city, but it also seems like it's really old. And the stone structures are just very...
My old town.
Yeah, it's just one of those cities that you're like, stuff happens here, and I probably don't want to stay here too long, unless the stuff that is what I'm doing.
So it's like Vegas?
It's sort of like Vegas, yeah.
Way older and stinkier.
Yeah.
What about New Orleans?
It's like King's Landing.
People in New Orleans are like, how dare you say that New Orleans is stinkier than Las Vegas?
But it is closer to the ocean. I think the ocean stinks.
A lot more fish around there, sorry. No amount of prostitution can counteract fish. Name of the episode. No, don't put that as the name of the episode.
Here we go.
So Baldur's Gate is a bustling center of trade, with goods coming from the north and south by wagons along the tradeway, and shipped on the sea of swords from the east along the river Conethar, and from Coromir to Sembia. Just a little geographical information that one of the deckhands is telling you as they're pulling up to dock.
Well, thank you.
I'm filling everybody in on the
Thank you, Tom Tom.
the seedier
Tom Tom.
the seedier aspects of the city that I knew growing up as a street urchin.
Yeah. I really don't know much about that, so I mean I'm just a deckhand.
I'm just making small talk. Oh, there's the place where I
You just like start listing your crimes. It's probably past the statute of limitations. We're okay.
We'll protect you if not.
Does anybody remember what you're doing here?
Yes.
Science.
We need to get
here.
To the caravan from Baldur's Gate north to Waterdeep, so on the north side. We're looking for Akin Celebon. He operates the equipage business along the north wall. We want to make our way.
Did you add
How
that
do you
word?
remember
Did you add
that?
that word in there? Because I don't remember. saying that.
equipage?
I don't remember saying that word. Hang on, I gotta remember if I actually said that word. No, he runs a supply business for wagons going in and out. So as you guys are heading in, you're heading in from the docks, which the docks from the river are outside the city walls. So you guys have to kind of move around towards the eastern gate. It's about just a half a mile into the eastern gate. They don't put it right at the docks because they want people to suffer, I guess.
Are there people we need to worry about from your past here? Old thieves,
My
friends?
old thieves crew leader, his name is Needles, but he kind of operates in the slums. So I would be surprised if we were to.
So you enter
What about
the
you,
slums.
if we needed a contact in the city, I have ways of finding it, but
Okay.
You have
Just
trouble here?
for a little more information about Baldur's Gate, it's divided into 3 sections. You've got the upper city, which is where the upper class live. You've been there a few times, mostly.
that's where my brother died.
Yes. And then there is the city's marketplace, which is called the Wide, and it's just kind of located throughout the city. It's a long stretch. Basically, what happens is because wagons aren't allowed inside Baldur's Gate because it's a bustling city and they don't want wagons crowding the streets. A lot of people come to Baldur's Gate, unload their goods, and then load up their other goods and take them back south or up north with them instead. Most people don't pass through. As far as you guys are aware, only those who really want to get something from the south to the north will actually freight stuff from one end of the city to the other. And so the Wide just kind of cuts this long swath through the southern northern path and a little bit like into the eastern sections and everything. And it's just this big marketplace where people just unload and then reload and go. And then you've got the outer city, which lies actually outside the walls. So you guys are there currently. And that's where most of the city's laborers reside in conditions that vary from crowded but clean to the slums, which is more squalid. And then each of those different sections has like their upper and lower avenues. Like the slums isn't technically a different district, but it's just inside the outer city. It's considered a district. So you guys are heading for Akin?
Yeah, part of me would love to get into trouble in town, but at the same time,
I'll do it.
We've had a long detour. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to get back on track. I don't know.
Did we see those?
So many side quests.
Those dudes.
Look at that guy has a question mark over his head.
I know, right? Did you see the? Did you say that it was a this actually sits on the ocean front for the Sea of Swords?
Yes, and actually, I'll pull up the map again just
So there's a dock somewhere.
just so everybody can see here. So, Thornock, did you go through Baldur's Gate or did you go through Waterdeep? Baldur's Gate would be closer to where you ended up, right here. But Waterdeep might be a more bustling trade port that you might have come through.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's been one.
He doesn't know geography.
So here is the Sea of Swords, and this will look terrible with 5 frames, but we'll. And then Baldur's Gate is right down here. It's the last major city on the southern trade route before you have to just go east.
Waterdeep's north of that?
Yep, Waterdeep is north, and then even farther north of that is Neverwinter. All right. They're cold.
Neverwinter night. Neverwinter day.
So you guys are heading into the southern gate of the city, and I'm going to need a round of perception checks as part of that.
As with most
I
cities.
heard random perception checks.
A random perception check.
14.
Technically, it is a random.
Oh! Crit fail.
17.
Yep, Lunira doesn't notice anything.
Nope.
17,
Completely
14,
9.
Thornock, 10. Okay.
Is it too late to have the... Yes.
Never too late for a roll box.
9. As in, not
9?
as in no. Yes.
9. As in 9, I don't see anything.
9.
So with a 14, you actually are looking around and you see a few familiar faces. Not faces from Baldur's Gate that you recognize. I mean, there are those. I mean, obviously, not much has changed from that farmer that runs his vegetable stand in that specific corner.
Sure.
But you notice the faces of some people that you remember from camp. The camp of the dragon cultists.
Son of dragon cultists.
Hopefully they don't recognize us.
So the
Rob says no.
you see that they're kind of carrying large freight. They've got they can't have wagons, obviously, so they've just got boxes filled with loot, random stuff,
Right.
whatever they're carrying.
Good stuff.
And then as you're watching 4 of them come up, and you only recognize one of the 4, but you recognize it enough that you're like aware of the whole situation.
Okay.
And it's a very odd situation, so it's rather easy to spot because these 4 are carrying a closed palanquin.
Closed what?
Palanquin? It's a
Like a...
like the Cleopatra
somebody
style.
inside, okay.
Yep. And all the windows are shut and everything on it.
Pause. Out of character. I can't remember. It's been like a month. We weren't trying to like pretend to be guards and infiltrate. No.
We were trying
This guy Akin is like he's like a gauntlet.
He's supposed
Order
to have
gauntlet
information
or
for us, so we could
order
come and
of
we
loot
could
or something.
we could try and support whatever they're doing in that area.
Yeah, that's
From
right.
what I remember.
Yeah, basically, to remind you of Froome's conversation, you hear this in your head as it's as you're sitting there watching.
It's like inspirational high.
Yep. Basically, what they want you to do is to follow these wagons and find out where they're going. Basically, they're hauling freight somewhere. They're hauling whatever they've gotten
So
somewhere.
we're not infiltrating them, but we're following them in a
Mhm.
way that would hopefully keep them from noticing
Yeah,
that they're being followed.
the idea is that you're going to join up with a caravan that happens to have some of these some of these cultists with it, actually,
Okay.
specifically,
Rob
if you
has a
can.
bunch. He wants
So
to-
we kind of are infiltrating them. We're not pretending to be cultists
Yes,
themselves.
but neither are they're not pretending to. They're not
They're
outwardly being cultists
They're-
either.
blending in.
right
Do we
now.
see any kobolds?
No, there are no kobolds in this group.
So
That would be
there's
secular in this
4 of them. They're
Yes,
carrying
absolutely.
a closed palanquin.
Mhm.
Palanquin.
I think it's called a palanquin. Palanquin?
I want to light it on fire, but that's probably not a good
We
idea.
should
I want to
So
go invisible and climb inside and say,
Do it.
Let's peek inside.
I've been hanging
I
around.
can drunkenly bump
hanging
into
around.
them.
Half
Don't
is
do it.
too much.
they know our faces.
I resemble that
I can offer
comment.
myself.
I don't know if you want to be
You
noticed.
can.
I can make myself look like
Like an old woman. Carl.
Man.
or I could
Sorry,
just,
but from behind
you know.
Yeah, give yourself a bug eye.
Actually, sorry, there's one more thing, but not that you notice. Akio got a 17. So you're looking around and you're noticing not the cultists, probably because you can't remember their faces as well as sober
all
person.
shapes.
But you do notice as you like kind of turn around and you're like, oh, I'm going to examine a specific vendor that somebody is watching you. And you just notice it for a second, and then they kind of back away, and not like back away like obviously, just kind of like move on. But you can tell that they were specifically looking at your group.
I look at Rom and I go,
Yes.
"You're being watched. Be careful. Tell the others."
And then a round of messages as Brom just goes.
I say,
Because that's my action. I have to.
I say, maybe maybe one of us should drop out and find a way to sort of
Do you want to get behind them?
subtly change their appearance, perhaps, while not being seen. So maybe like get into an outhouse or something.
Invisibility. Shadow.
Yeah, but it's got to be like dim light. I'm assuming that it's the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, you guys are arriving about the middle of the day.
So that wouldn't work as far as invisibility goes. Stealth. But invisibility, I think, would work. Or perhaps,
That's my second level slot, and I can do 3 times.
worth it.
I know for me, hold on, let me check. Yes, okay. As long as you're once I do it, you won't be. But
Can we find shop to step into, some changing room?
The phone booth.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to go invisible, but not just like vanish into the crowd.
Yeah, I mean there's alleys all over this place. In fact, is there streetwise in this still? In this edition, is there a streetwise? Go ahead and just roll me a general intelligence check then.
it'd be like
But you have advantage on it because you're from the city.
him specifically.
13.
Right?
Oh, it would be a wisdom.
Oh,
Sorry,
even better.
streetwise is based
16.
off of wisdom. Yeah, so you know there's plenty of alleyways around here that you can duck through
Okay.
that people would not
I
notice.
say, wrong.
Yes.
And we duck into an alley, and
Let me help you.
when nobody's watching, I'm like, I'll see who's watching.
Right? Expelliarmus!
Wait, you took my iron knuckles.
Wrong spell. Wrong spell. So I cast invisibility second level.
Okay.
And how long
Ari,
does it
you
last?
have 1 hour. And I tell you,
Okay.
with the message, I don't know where you went, so I can't point at you.
So I say, continue going north.
You have
and
1 hour.
I'll try and stay behind and see if I can figure out who's watching, who's following.
You have 1 hour, and I cannot speak with you because I don't know where you're at. So.
Got it. I'll keep
I can't use
you.
my-
You guys continue north at a slow pace. I'll keep you in my sights while trying to
enough.
look for.
We'll go bar
Who's
hopping.
talking?
We're still in the alley.
Oh,
I suggest we go bar hopping. Tavern hopping?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Guys,
Was I
whatever.
around?
North?
No, you were.
I thought
you
just you
weren't
two.
around.
I
I go back
Yeah.
and I say, I believe he told us to go to every tavern all the way north.
Doesn't sound right, but let's do it.
All
Rom
right.
specifically wanting
So I
to
drop back
information.
maybe just so I can still kind of see them,
Mhm.
but I'm,
So-
I'm
What's-
well behind them.
What's the first pub that we see? What is it called?
It is called the Dairy Whistle. They serve mostly white Russians. Sorry, there's no Russians. They serve mostly white half-orcs.
Hey, Thornock, I've heard about this place. You want a white half orc?
Is it a tavern?
Yes, it's a tavern.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on, bro.
So the group kind of sits there, talks for a moment. You're kind of keeping your distance, and then all of a sudden they just make a beeline right for the nearest tavern.
Okay. I keep up.
So stealth check, please. And I believe because you're invisible, you get advantage on it.
Is the Palantir,
That would be
is it still in?
19.
No, it's moved on at this point. Yep.
24.
I just need to check on invisibility.
Or 19 was my worst roll.
Concentration.
And then I'm going to need an acrobatics check as you're trying to avoid bumping into people.
Oh, I just want to go up on the rooftops and are there rooftops? Or
So acrobatics check to climb up on the rooftops.
I won't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nicer part. You're not in the slums, so they're nicer houses.
So
I'm used to.
basically,
I'm used to. I'm used to dancing on the
We're all
rooftops in this
tired.
town. So it's an 11.
It's an 11? Okay. It's not as easy as you remember it. There's a lot more loose tiles. You break a few on your way down, and some people kind of... What was that? You know, all an invisibility cloak Harry Potter style where people see something happen that's invisibility, and they're just like, just another day, I guess. Even though it's...
Or, you could just make cat noises.
I do have a cantrip, a minor illusion cantrip.
Oh.
Yeah, anytime I break a stone, I'm just gonna make a little illusion of a cat.
Okay, perfect. So you guys make your way into the tavern. There's a lot of other people wearing the same kind of armor and leather and stuff like that. You know, people that look like they're waiting to be hired out for any sort of wagons. A halfling waitress walks up to you and she says, "Kind of full up on tables, but there's room at the bar."
Enough.
Okay.
Is the bar short enough for Malcolm?
And she looks at you like,
She's a halfling.
it's fine.
I just figured the other side might be taller than the serving side, the drinking side.
What are you saying, sir?
I'm just saying,
thank you,
I'm
my
trying
guy.
to accommodate my friend.
And I'm curious. Do you know anyone where I might be able to procure some?
She kind of looks around and she says, "There's a lot of people in the tavern, baby."
Well, you being such a woman of your stature and grace, may have
I'm
more
a
information
waitress.
than
That's a
this.
short joke.
I am just as short as she is.
Actually, she's a little taller than you.
Oh.
Exactly. See? But knowing, I figured that someone as yourself might know where the juiciest gossip thrive.
Well, I mean, there's gossip all over the place at Baldur's Gate, but I mean, just talk to anybody here. Like, really, I mean, honestly, everybody tells me that they got the best piece of gossip, but nobody really does.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you very much for your information. I'm gonna flicker.
Yeah, generous.
Thank you.
And she pockets its away, and she takes a moment and all right, and then she just walks away.
What about our drinks?
The bar.
Okay.
Although by the time you guys get to the bar, she has come back and deposited a white Russian or a white half orc in front of Brom.
Thank you.
I'll have
Like,
one
oh.
of those, but bigger. Like double it. Make mine a double.
And she looks over to the barkeep and he just kind of nods and starts working on it. So Ari, you're watching them. You're watching the tavern from the outside. I'm assuming.
Perched.
Yep. Doing a little brooding on a gargoyle. It's nice. You haven't done that in a while. And you're watching, and you do see a few people kind of like they kind of approach and look in the tavern windows a little bit, and they just kind of move on. One of them approaches and stops and kind of pulls out a piece of paper, and looks at it, and then just folds it up and puts it back in his coat pocket. And then you're passing by, and you actually do see Needles.
Oh.
He's moving around. Now, what race is Needles?
I wanted to human.
He's human.
I wanted to follow the guy that pulled out the paper.
He's going the opposite direction of Needles.
Choices! I gotta follow him. Who is this guy? I jump down. I'm like, It's actually only been a few months. Well, actually, no, it's been 30 years. But
Yep.
But
He's old now.
Beside the
Like
point.
when you knew Needles, he was like the teenager up and comer, right?
yeah,
And now he's a little bit older, and
Past
he
his
doesn't.
prime.
Yeah, he does not look as good as he did.
well, okay. I try to go as far as I can. I can see where the guy with the paper is going, but still keep my eye on Needles until I can't see. You know what I mean? Until like.
Oh yeah,
see, like where the guy with the paper
you
is going.
quickly get to that point because the guy with the paper is walking quickly northward.
North.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I gotta see what Needles is. So I walk right up to him,
Mhm.
and I get right in front of his face, and I turn off my invisibility. I'm just like,
Can he end the invisibility?
Oh, yeah.
If you attack something,
You have to attack somebody.
you can flick him, or
Just punch him in the face.
Yeah, maybe
he
I'll-
can hear you. But in order to drop the invisibility, you have to attack, or
Okay,
you cast a spell.
here's what I actually want to do. I wanna pickpocket him.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, old friend.
I've enabled him. I'm sorry, guys.
So it's a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And it's
That's like the worst thing you could do is make him the thief invisible.
Do I get advantage on this?
Being invisible, right?
yes, you are invisible.
So that would be a
He can still hear you.
22.
And see your footsteps if you're in mud.
22.
Yeah.
Don't step in mud.
Yeah, so you pickpocket him, which is no easy feat because, like, as you pull up the vest that he's wearing, you see that his pouch has like 3 fail-safes on it, right? Which is standard Baldur's Gate practice. Actually, 2 is standard. Things have changed a little bit, and so you have to like cut the cord here without it like actually pulling down this part of the lapel, and so it takes a few moments, but you've got time. Like as he's moving along at a more casual pace, and you're just kind of slowly slinking along behind him.
I'm imagining Sly Cooper pickpocketing
As
this
soon
game.
as I've got his pouch,
Mhm.
I just kind of I hold it up to his ear and give it a little jingle and go, "You're losing your touch, old man."
And he spins around and he goes, and he checks his pocket. Oh, right, ghost.
and then I just go, "Boink," and flick him on the nose.
And then Ari appears. Ari?
I say,
It's been forever! And he gives you a hug.
Yeah.
Like he just full on gives you a hug.
I make sure as he's hugging me that he's not.
He takes his purse back. He tries to take his purse back if you want to let him.
I say,
Come on now. Is that any way to treat an old
I
friend?
say, well, let's see what you've got in here. And I open it up and I take a look inside.
Silver.
I say, okay, fine.
Good to see you again, I guess.
I say, yeah. I haven't seen you since I left for the monster.
Yeah, that was a interesting day. Got a note that said I'm leaving for a monastery. That's about it.
Well, after what happened to Garrett, I felt like I couldn't continue.
Terrible shame. Lost one of our best thieves that day. Well, 2 of our best thieves.
Well, love my brother, but I don't know if I put him in that. I say, but yeah. In case you hadn't heard, you probably had. I spent 30 years in the
Yeah, and then I hear you leave, and you don't come back to Baldur's Gate and say hi to your friends, find some more direction.
Direction. That's the key word. I've decided to pursue a different path, though. It's nice to see that not all of us have lost the skills that we once had in our youth.
You certainly haven't. How long are you in town?
Not long. We are, well, some friends of mine and I have some important matters at the North End. Long, but can I buy you a drink?
You can always buy me a drink.
So we're going to tavern.
Okay. So Ari comes in. Currently, there are white half-orcs arranged for all of the other party members, whoever's drinking them. They are very strong.
I just walk up to the barkeep and say, "Do you have any of the honeyed mead from the Way of the Leaf Monastery outside of town?"
You know what? I think we might in the back. Just a minute here. Nobody really asked for that.
I turn to everybody and I say, I don't know what this swill is that you're drinking, but you will never find a finer than what we used to brew in my monastery. I say around for all of my friends.
Who's this guy?
This is an old friend. His name's Needles. Needles, my traveling companion.
Greetings.
Nice to meet you.
And he just stops and he stares at Lunera for a moment. And then he looks and he sees Thornock and he kind of just cocks an eyebrow. You got some interesting friends these days.
I say, well,
I push Thornock my untouched white orc, or half orc. Here you go, friend. It'll be okay.
say things are a lot different for me now than they were cloistered in the monastery.
Uh-huh.
But and I've had some of my own prejudices to overcome. I look at Thornock out of the side of my eye and kind of give him a wink.
Drink up.
Understandable. And then the barkeep comes back and he sets down a few pewter mugs. And he goes, "Pewter, okay? I didn't have any wood." Okay. I know that the monastery says to serve it with wood, but and he pours a little bit of honey mead for everybody and passes them out. That'll be 3 silver.
That
And
is quite good.
it is actually quite good. It's not as sweet as you remember it, but it is still very good.
Maybe it's the pewter. Or maybe they're just not as good since I...
Yes.
Probably.
Or when you were having it before, it was like taboo because you were having to sneak in and take it.
That's true.
Forbidden fruit.
Yep. The forbidden meat.
The forbidden meat.
And,
I just say, so what have you been up to? How's the...
oh, well, let's see. You remember George? George is dead. Yeah.
Not surprising.
Goblin raid. Yeah, he was down looking for work down south, and they got to him. Let's see. Knife Ears is actually off at sea now.
I kind of give him a scowl when he says that.
I'm sorry. It just kind of stuck, all right?
Not because he was an elf, but because his ears were knifed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he literally got them cut in half. Interesting story, actually.
I say, we can say that word. You cannot say that word.
Right. I'm sorry. I haven't been around elves in a while. Haven't been around elves in a while. And then there's Petty and Veronica. Oh boy.
I ran off with Archie.
Yeah. Good pickup there.
Or Jughead. Was it Jughead?
Yes, they would end up. That is how the story for Archie is going to end. Is they're going to both end up with Jughead. They're going to find out that, hey, maybe it's better to have a Jughead than an Archie. Right? Yeah. And then like he's kind of talking a little bit about the old crew, how things just aren't the same. He's working for the new Lord of the Slums, as he calls himself. And every now and then, like, he just keeps glancing over at Lunera. And it's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How the heck are you with a typhoid? How are you here?
Oh.
And
I won't deign to speak for my companion.
Like any other demon that's been devil.
right. And he takes another drink. Like, right, I forgot you were a devil. Anyway, it's been fun. I gotta get going. I got a few things to do. And he checks his purse again. Okay, I really gotta get going. Actually, you want to look me out? I gotta talk to you about something.
Sure.
Okay.
Curious company.
Should go spy on him and see what they're talking about? Not that I don't trust
I'll
Ari.
probably tell you guys.
Did it seem like
I'm like chaotic good now.
I think he had a crush on you.
Possibly. Understandably so.
So you get out of the tavern, and he turns around and he goes, "Look, I know you're only in town for one night, but it just happens to be perfect timing. Can I get something from you? Like, I can give you a good deal. kind of split it with you. There's just a job that requires delicate hands.
Hey, I'll hear you out, but you need to know that when I swore off thieving 30 years ago, it was for good reason. I have no intention of going back, saving a kid.
Pickpocket.
On my friends.
Right.
Which I gave back.
So then let me try and help you along by telling you that there's this diamond in the upper district that's on display right now in one of these, fancy collector's homes. It's worth about 20,000 gold pieces. And
Did you guys ever see the movie Old School?
yes,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell?
We're gonna go
He's
drinking.
an alcoholic. And there's like that moment when he like takes a drink of the beer, it tastes so good when it first hits your lips. That's how I'm feeling right now.
You're about to go full Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank is doing great too, by the way.
Okay, continue.
The problem is that this collector's kind of, it's him. It's
I mean the Underlord boss?
no, it's
The same one who I was trying to rob when Dad was killed.
yeah. Lord, what's his name? Did you ever name him?
I never did.
Well, then allow me to.
Sweet
Lord
name.
Butterbottom.
No, not canon.
Dang.
Carol.
Great, now I can think of his words that end with bottom.
Fizz bottom.
Bottom. Bottom.
What?
Lord Meyerwind. Duke Meyerwind, that's the guy. Memory's not like it used to be, let me tell you.
Those just never.
That's that. So you're telling me that for the last 30 years, you still haven't been able to get over that job that went south.
Are you kidding me? Worst night of my life. Like I said, I lost my two best thieves. And I'm not joking.
And I lost my brother.
Well, don't you want revenge? Wouldn't that be the perfect revenge? 20,000 gold piece revenge. 10 and 10.
The
My
people who killed my brother were simply doing their job and protecting the Duke that they'd been hired to protect. We were the ones at fault.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure your brother feels really good that you're being an upstanding citizen these days.
Don't make me regret giving you that pouch back.
He checks it again. Look, I'm sorry. All I'm saying is that sumbitch, excuse the language, but that guy is the worst. Did you know that last year alone, he had the barony increase taxes by 10%?
So, what's the setup? Would I be doing all of the work? If so, why would I share any of the profit with you?
Oh, there's two parts to it. There's the part where you're actually going inside and getting the diamond, which is the part that you're really good at. And then there's the part of distracting the normal guards, which is the part I'm really good at.
And of course, you'd have to find a place to sell it.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be 20,000 less the fences fee.
So, are you proposing 50-50 of what's left?
Yes.
Which would be what, by your estimation?
Probably about 7,000 gold each. Enough to retire on. For me, not for an elf. Not for you to have a cushy life for like 30 years.
I'll consider it. Not agree, consider. On condition. That you donate, that we split it thirds, and 1/3 goes to
third? A quarter. Come on, that's a lot of money. Those kids don't need that much.
Neither do you. A third.
I got kids too, you know.
And a third just for me to consider it. Don't make me go half.
Fine.
During this, you're gonna hear inside.
But you bring your friends.
What?
Inside the tavern.
You bring your friends.
I can bring my friends?
Oh, sorry. We'll interrupt it right there. Sorry, Rob, what were you saying?
I was gonna say you're here inside. You hear a muffled thing of "Come on, ladies and gentlemen." From saying something.
And then lute music. Is it lute, lyre, or drums?
It's drums this time. I'm setting up Thornock for an arm wrestling match.
Oh, okay.
Who can beat the great Thor?
No, you bring your friends with.
You want me to bring
Out of character moment. Are we gonna have some
They might-
music tonight?
Well, they are a talented bunch, but I fear that I don't want to involve anybody else. Stupid dukes. In a plot for this stupid duke's diamond. I'll think about it. I say I'll think about it. We're headed north. We'll be near the north gate. I'm sure you have contacts. You'll be able to find.
So you think you're only staying today?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Find me tonight. Probably be at noon.
North Gate. I'll find you.
I'll let you know my decision then.
Oh, and bit of professional courtesy. Put a cloak on the tiefling. Not a lot of people like seeing horns around here. Half work is bad enough, man.
A lot of people also don't like seeing knife ears.
It's true, actually.
But
You should probably put a cloak on too.
And I, you know what? I give him a punch in the gut.
Okay.
I pull my punch.
But it's still got the brass knuckles on it.
19
19, yeah.
on my attack.
Okay, I deserve that. See you tonight.
Okay.
And he stumbles off.
You're gonna hear in the back of your head. All right, I think we might have a situation.
I'll be right there.
So you come inside and you see Thornock is taking a drink after beating this rather large burly man, and that man is just like berating him like, "You're a friggin' cheater, you stupid sailor man!" Like, don't know how he knew that Thornock was a sailor. Somehow it happened, and him and like 3 or 4 of his buddies are standing up right now.
No. There's no reason to fight. Just pay up your dues. You bet just as
No,
well as anyone.
I'm sorry. He cheated.
I pull
I
out
demand
my
another.
knives
Hey,
and just kind of
And
threateningly pointed at him.
okay, and then one of his companions pulls out a crossbow, just sets it up on his leg and points it right at
Han
you.
style.
Okay, I attack the dude with the crossbow.
Okay.
I jump in and I say, nobody insults my friends in my town. And I roll a 15.
Okay, I thought I saw one. I was like, oh no!
I'm surprised that Thornock didn't pull the first push. Ari acted too fast. Let's see.
Fired up from being back in the
That's
town.
right.
And then getting the thieves
coming back to me.
All that adrenaline.
Hang on just a
Not
second.
good for
Then. 2. Okay. Yeah, 15 will hit. That should do it.
For 6 damage.
6 damage.
And
Okay.
then I followed up with a roundhouse. 17.
That'll hit.
For 3 damage. And I'm not attacking the kill, by the way. These are
Okay.
these are knockout unconscious blows.
Two.
So this is all happening. The crossbow goes up, and all of a sudden, Ari knocks it away, and then roundhouse kicks the guy, and he goes toppling over in his chair. And it's at that point that the other guys start like getting into a defensive position together. Like, where the heck did this knife here come from?
Hold on. What'd you say?
I said, where did this knife here come from?
Fireball!
Are you fireballing?
Yeah.
Thornock?
Wow.
I take the mug I was drinking from and I use it as a brass knuckle and I punch a guy right in the face.
Okay,
Wow.
so go ahead and roll me your attack. And then you're full on fire. Like, that escalated quickly.
Racism. I'm an eclectic person.
Wow,
Yeah.
this escalated quickly.
Racism is below me.
Get a low roll. We don't want to kill
Right.
Well,
anybody.
this is just a hit.
19.
I killed that.
19 will hit, Thornock. Go ahead and roll damage. Did you crit?
Is that a... What damage do I roll?
Night in jail.
So it's just your unarmed attack. So I believe that's just 4 damage. It's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Who can have his coin when he's dead?
We're not killing anybody.
Actually, no, it's brass knuckles. So go ahead and roll me d6, and add your strength. 'Cause technically, it's an improvised weapon, but this is just a fun brawl. So
So the guy that you're
7.
attacking ends up
7
like,
damage. Thank you.
getting knocked back to the point where he.
Oh, he
falls
goes
unconscious?
through the
Since it's
window.
a crit, I aim for his shoulder.
Perfect.
Arrow style. You're gonna hit him right, in the
My
Oliver
thinking
Queen.
was
thing.
like
Make
he
him
hit-
360. They fly out the window.
Yeah, so Thornock punches one of the guys, and he just drops like a sack of rocks. This was the guy that you actually beat in the arm wrestling contest. And then the other guy goes to step forward, and just this giant firebolt.
It was only 1 damage,
Hits him.
by the way.
Did you double it?
Oh, 2 damage.
So it hits him, and it throws him out the window. He goes shattering, spiraling, and he lands, and he's just like... And everybody around is kind of confused, but...
And I'm going to stand up on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be known, this is what happens when you don't keep up your end of a bargain.
And then the halfling comes up to me, and she goes, yeah, can you guys leave?
Yeah, just remember, we're the Order of the Broken Spear.
Oh.
Don't you forget it.
Oh, we'll remember.
I
Toss her a gold coin. Sorry for your troubles.
He snatches it out of the air expertly. And
That's for your window.
Yeah, I mean, who's the barkeep would be probably the owner, I'm assuming.
Perhaps. Most likely.
I walk up to him and I say, I apologize for the ruckus, and I give him 5 gold pieces.
Thank you. Now, please.
And
No more trouble.
on the way out, I want to check their pockets, so I won't take more than what we bet on.
Okay. So let's see what you would have bet on there. All right. Yeah, you grab your 11 gold.
11 gold. Okay, and I split the profits with Thornock since he was my compatriot in this.
I take the rest of his gold.
Ah! Oh, my gold or his?
His.
Okay.
All right, you get
Hold the phone here.
4 more gold pieces.
That was a pretty rich guy.
Yeah. He did that by winning contests.
I'm cheating.
And then he lost it all.
Beauty contest, but that's not going to happen with the broken nose anymore.
So let's work our way towards the north gate, and as we go, I tell these guys about my conversation with Needles and the job that he wants to do.
And
I
the
say,
20,000 gold diamond.
There's
that's-
something about this town that's got us all like pumped up. We're like fighting, and now we're crime dudes
I say,
and dudettes.
I'm
Say-
trying to gather a crowd. The more people, the better I can sing, and the more money I can make.
Let's do it. Let's steal some stuff.
I tell them, I'm like, when my brother died, I mean, I give him the whole spiel. You know what I mean? Like, when I was 10 years old, I think I was, my brother and I were in Guy Needle's thieving crew. He assigned us to this job to rob this duke. I was good. My brother was not as good as I wanted him to, but he was my little brother, so I took him with me. And guards came around the corner. I hid, didn't get away in time, and they shot him through the heart with the crossbow.
Sounds like your revenge needs to be on Needles for sending kids to do
But you know what? I mean, he took care of us. Because of him, I ate every night better than most urchins my age. I mean, yeah, he's a greedy son of a bitch, but you know, for where he grew up and for what I knew, he was the only parent I ever knew, only one that took care of me. And it was at that point that I swore off leaving and joined the Monster. I will admit there's a part of me that would really love to finish the job that finished and maybe see if I can't put to rest those bad memories. And it's easy for me to justify it because the orphanage would be getting a large amount of money that Duke doesn't need. But I'd be fooling myself if I said the old thief part of me wasn't to pull off a big job.
Indeed, and it's been my experience that these men, when they come in this kind of money and power, should you take it from them, they always find ways to get it back. There may be retribution on your orphanage should they find out there's any connection.
Are you willing to throw away 30 for one night?
I say we do it.
I didn't expect you guys to try and talk me out of this.
That being said,
Thornock's not.
We're just making sure you weigh all the options because I really want to rob this guy. But
yeah,
I don't want you to throw away your values.
but we will follow you wherever you choose to go.
I need to know everybody's passive perceptions. 15.
Oh, passive?
No.
13.
Okay.
10.
That is the tricky.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like get it over it.
So you notice that people are following you again as you guys are talking about this.
Okay. I say, and also, by the way, and I tell them about, before I ran into Needles, I tell them about the guy that was looking in on us and took a piece of paper.
Did you see what was on the paper by chance?
I didn't know. It's too far away.
It's most likely a wanted post.
But we're being followed again.
Cool.
I don't know if it's the same people. I assume.
If it's a wanted poster,
Perhaps it's the local city guard.
Yes.
Making sure we don't.
It's
cause
very
any
hard to tell. They're not being very sneaky about it.
Okay.
Like they're obviously not really trained in being stealthy.
Do they look like constables or people that would be officials?
No, they look like normal citizens.
Okay.
They're wearing probably leather jerkins.
To your knowledge, do the guards in this town do so openly?
Follow people? Well, yeah. I mean, I've never seen undercover guards before.
Okay,
That's
but they do not. They do.
A guard passes by.
And I see the guard.
Yep, he's just there.
I say,
thank you for your service, sir.
I'd like to.
Eyes you suspiciously. Right.
Blue Lives Matter. I say, there's something about being home again, making me a lot more brash than normal, and I just turn around and I walk up to the people that are following us and I say, "Why are you following us?"
The guy stops and he just looks like, what do you mean? I'm not following you. What do you mean? You don't even need an inside check.
Don't treat me for a fool. You're not very good at it, for one. And I can tell when I'm being.
Well, we ain't following you.
Who are you following?
And he reaches into his jacket like very slowly. Obviously, he sees the brass knuckles, and he just pulls out a piece of paper and says, "Here." And unfold it. It is indeed a wanted poster for Lunera. 300 gold reward for her
Only 300.
safe return.
We gotta raise that bounty. We gotta make it really want.
I kind of raise an eyebrow and I say two things. First of all, I'm surprised that the reward is so low.
Yeah, ouch.
More.
Seriously.
Second,
I didn't set the reward, guys. I'm just doing the job.
Second, do you know what this is about?
Yeah.
I do an insight check on Lunera.
Yeah, go ahead. So you're gonna roll me a deception or a persuasion, whichever one.
Deception.
You think I
versus
can
insight.
do this on the fly? Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, 23.
She's lying. She knows that they're could be somebody out there after her. Like as she's saying it, you could tell that the wheels in her head are turning. She's like,
Her pupils dilate. Wait, do you take things out?
The
Sure.
flames.
My flames dilate.
I say, Lunera, after all we've been through, you can trust me. Well, I look over at these guys. I'm like,
You can trust me. I followed your tail in the dark.
Shouldn't that mean you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay.
goes both ways. Have to.
All right. I trust you all.
These fellows are-
It could be anybody, honestly. I mean,
One person in particular.
it's my former owner, I guess.
Posh. No one can know.
For those of you just joining us, Lunera is a gladiator, or former gladiator, in fighting pits way to the east.
The hardy and the hottest.
Yes, sure.
well, I don't think.
I'm pretty good, I would say.
Obviously.
in combat.
Indeed.
I turn to the guy that's following us and I say, "Where did you get this?"
Oh, they're posting them all over in the western taverns.
Only in the Western Taverns?
Yeah, it just seems they just kind of moving their way out, but anybody who's a sailor comes passing through and sees them.
And how many towns have this wanted book?
I've only lived in Baldur's Gate my whole life.
Where can I see on the sign? Like, where are you supposed?
Yeah,
to
it says inquire to, and it gives you an address. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge check again. Another streetwise wisdom.
20.
That is a local thieves guild.
Not affiliated. with-
No, these are the Black Sails Thieves Guild. They work and operate out of the port side of the
The
city.
Blacks. Yarr.
I say, well, you tell me, what do you want to do about this? Ignore it, or
We hide. In trouble.
No, it's probably best if we just with this head on.
Should we roll up to the
Of
black
course.
cells and just pounce them?
I say, well, I mean, generally thieves guilds are filled with who know a thing or two about stabbing you back when you're moving. I don't know if a direct fight would be best without at least seeing what we're up against first.
Let's get an board to pass a law to have the government attack the black sails.
We could also.
Do you notice that
long
the guy's
time.
backing away now? He thinks the guy's backing.
I'm not done with you yet.
Are you affiliated with the group?
Oh no, I don't go near any
Are
of
you
those groups
a
usually.
simple mercenary?
I mean, well, mercenary, aspiring bounty hunter,
Can I buy your services?
You're doing a terrible job.
I say, wait.
obviously.
Perhaps we could kill two birds with one.
I mean,
He swallows.
You're not the bird I'm speaking.
You're the stone.
I say, well, okay. I don't want this guy to listen in on this part of the conversation. So I say, Rom, what was your idea here?
I didn't quite think of that. I was just going to give him a few gold, perhaps to go and follow the group to see where they're amassing their things.
Oh, yeah.
And if he gets caught,
Sure.
don't say who we are.
Well,
I say with message.
good thing I'm a vegan.
or there is the option I turn myself. But
Well, we
have
could
you.
we could pull a
Purposely get caught.
we could pull a Chewbacca, claim
Yeah.
the reward.
Out of character.
Kill everybody
Exactly. In a way.
Uh,
We get gold.
I can illusion some handcuffs on you.
Chewbacca, of course, is referring to the famous bard story in which they captured an owl bear and used it to sneak into a city.
But it wasn't a moon.
No,
But I say we
definitely
could,
not a moon. It was Moon City, but it wasn't actually a moon.
we could turn her in and then collect the reward and then break her out. But then that wouldn't really stop people from looking for her. We could try to take out the Thieves Guild, but that might be beyond our current capabilities. Or perhaps, and at this point, knock this guy out. We're in the middle of the streets in broad daylight.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I just look at him and I say, go back to where you came from. Forget that you ever saw us.
Going right home. Promise you that.
And don't follow any more tieflings. You know what's good for you.
Right.
If I see you again, I will break you.
I punch him in the head.
He'll break your legs.
All right. Jeez, I'm going. And he kind of stumbles off, stumbling into one of the fruit stands, because there's always a fruit stand. And just kind of like, he has to like help pick up the apples and everything, because he's a little disoriented after that punch in the head.
So he is helping pick up the apples?
Yes, he is helping.
Dang it, I was going to call the guards on.
I say, now that
Guards, he's stealing
after he's gone,
Yes.
and I'm kind of under my breath so that we're not going to be overheard, I say, maybe the proceeds from diamond job could help us pay off Lunara's previous owner, that he would stop following us.
How much would you be worth? How much are tiefling slaves worth? Just curious.
Are we seriously considering purchasing Lunira?
Back.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check to see if you know anything about
Pretty
sleep.
intelligent. I got
Sorry,
it.
this gets me riled up.
Well, I appreciate your care and concern.
Where's just straight intelligence? There it is. Oh.
Probably have a plus
Oh, right
3
there.
or plus
Yeah.
4.
12. Pretty low though.
All you really know is that as far as tieflings go in the world that we've created, they are summoned from another plane, which usually is pretty expensive, if I'm not mistaken here. So you're not really sure how expensive, but it's got to be at least a little expensive.
What about we just kill your former owner? Problem solved.
Yeah, I've tried.
Well, you got us now. Together.
True. I mean, trust me, I have no problems with killing. So, yeah, I'm in. And I can always get out.
I'd rather avoid killing anybody if they truly deserve it. Perhaps this.
He's not kind to.
Maybe we should try to claim the reward and bust you out. Kill less people that way.
But then it doesn't really solve the problem. They're still looking for her. Now they're looking for us too.
That's true.
Indeed.
Which he would be the only one. He's the only one that really cares to have me.
The person putting out the reward is dead. The reward can no longer be collected.
So, what about this? Perhaps if we commandeer this diamond first and foremost, to have a contingency plan should it go awry and we cannot fight our way out, buy our way out.
Well, we might have enough currency on us already to buy our way out. I don't know if we need to. I think if we're going to do the diamond job, we need to do it and then get the hell out of Dodge and not hang around town.
Yeah, good plan and all.
Maybe we split the party. Some people go steal the diamond. Some people go kill the Lunara's owner.
As the DM, I fully endorse that plan. I'm just kidding. I can't. I'm not.
Heaven.
Do it.
My inspiration
Yeah.
says. That's well. I mean,
Splitting parties always a DM.
Let's
thing.
split up.
the thing of it is like if it depends on, you know what I mean. Like if there's gonna be a lot of combat, we ought to stick together. If it's gonna be like talking our way out of it and stealthing to the diamond, you know what I mean. Like obviously, I'm the least likely to be caught
We should go steal the
by
diamond.
myself.
Maybe Rom too, because he can be invisible. Lunara, half orc, go.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea taking Thornock. No offense, Thornock.
But he's strong.
You
Strong.
I want to steal some stuff
might cause a fight.
or kill some people.
He's gonna wreck some faces.
that you don't want to cause?
I think.
How do you say we split the party? Who goes where?
I think you need somebody to talk your way out of things. Going to confront the Thieves Guild, and I'm the only one that has, other than Brahm, that has a really high stealth ability.
Yes, but
Should I do that solo? But
He's got
I
the-
can change
bring
my
myself.
friends.
he's got the altar.
I can change myself to look like a guard.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be like, "Who are you?" And you'll be like,
I'm Frank, the new guard.
I'm Carl.
I have really good charisma.
The name's Carl.
I mean, I'm really smooth talking. I've been told.
Carl.
Mini lady.
Carl, that's returned.
Mini lady at the tavern.
Either sneaky sneak, spell, I'm fine.
Thornock's the sneakiest half-orc I've ever seen.
This is true. He always rolls really high.
I say, you know what? If I'm gonna go after this time, like, I already got my brother killed. Like, I couldn't bear the thought of, like, endangering my friends on this stupid job.
Thornock, go with him. Her.
I flick her in the nose.
You are indeed lucky that you are not,
Literally
you're not
gets flicked in the
endangering your
nose.
friends. We do so with
I get flicked in
No,
the nose.
no, Ari.
Ari.
Gets flicked in the nose. Bleak.
Ari gets flicked in the nose.
Take the half orc.
He's not birds. He's gonna
No,
knock over the
but-
diamond.
He can cause the distraction that you need.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this before we make any decisions. Let's see what Needle's plan is. I'll hear him out. You know, if it was me, you know, scaling the roof and dropping down into the without setting off the alarms, then I'm going alone. If it's some kind of distraction while I infiltrate or something along those lines, that where, you know, it's going to be better if we have several of us. Let's hear him out.
That's good.
And we can. You're old.
How about this? You guys talk with Needle. I'm gonna go ahead and chat with my former.
I don't want you to go.
At least let us go and you know, we can act. We don't have to act like we're with you. We can kind of stand outside, and then if trouble breaks out, we can.
If you want to, I just feel that I know we have two agendas that we want.
Let's do that first because we don't have to meet Needles until nighttime. So let's go to the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Should we act like we've captured you, or do you want to walk in and just say I'm here for the reward on myself? 300 gold, please.
I think that works best.
Alright.
If you would like, I could.
So you guys head west
Okay.
to the
Excuse me, make way.
So much for continuing the quest.
Moving around the chat.
You guys, anybody remember when we fought cultists? That was good times, right?
Like 2 months ago.
What could
I'm sorry, I
possibly
just
go
can't.
wrong?
I just gotta stop giving you guys plot hooks.
No, it's fun.
No, I like the plot.
It's actually a lot of fun.
So you guys head to the Portside district, the Portside of the Wide, and you come up to a building that looks like it's just like a normal kind of clothing shop. They sell not fine clothes, but they sell tailored clothes, and it's the address that's listed on the wanted poster.
Can I get into my? Never mind. Going in somewhere, I want my armor.
Okay.
I was going to get into my office clothes. Are you going as a prisoner order?
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a vote. So, do you guys think?
I don't want to use alter self and make myself look like, but not look like me.
Like a bounty hunter.
Like boss?
Boss.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Full on lizard
I
man.
totally made that
I
up.
want to look like I'm
Greedo.
a.
Yeah. To a Hans. Okay.
And we can just kind of
All right, that
hang
way-
out outside.
I want to have a giant scar that goes across my eye, and my eyes milky and gross.
Okay.
So I look
Moonscar.
really bounty huntery.
Can I duck into the
Moonscar the
shadows
bounty hunter.
and cast invisibility and just stay by them as close as I
Sure.
can? In case I need to charm somebody or do something various.
Mhm. Okay.
And you
So-
don't need to do like an illusion handcuffs. Have rope.
That's true. I can only do one at a time, so I'm gonna do the author side.
Okay, so you make yourself look like a grizzled bounty hunter. You got the scar. The scar probably runs up to this part of your head that's shaved too, right? And then hound style almost.
Yep.
And you alter your robe disappears, and you've got on this nice like toughened leather. You've got that crossbow that looks exactly like the crossbow that was aimed at you a moment ago because that thing was creepy.
Yeah.
And you've got a spear?
Dagger.
Dagger? Okay, so you just got a dagger on your belt.
Yeah.
Obviously, all illusory.
You can't use it.
Yeah.
It's just there for me.
Oh wait.
It's
right.
really my wand.
And then you loosely bind Lunero's hands. Let's go ahead and do a sleight of hand check for the person binding the hands to see like if you guys can make it so she can break out of it easily, but make it look convincing.
Do you want to? Yeah, you tie the ropes. I will.
Oh, natural 20. 26.
Yeah, you do the exact same thing that you did when you were trying to escape the cultists, where you make them you make it perfect, where you can break out at any time, but it looks just like it's the tightest knot you've ever seen.
All right.
You ready?
Specialize in slip knots.
Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
So is the bard when he's in a metal mood.
I walk into the clothing shop.
The lady looks up and she goes, "Welcome," and then she sees the tiefling almost immediately, and she goes, "Back room."
Okay.
Then she goes back to her ledger.
I'm going to stay as close as I can
What's
without
her
drawing
voice? That's
attention.
the
Roll
voice
me a
you're
soul
gonna
check.
use?
Do I do it with advantage because I'm invisible?
Try to go deeper. Higher.
No,
Right.
maybe.
Deeper and higher.
Don't scratch it.
And do I do it with
I'm a
advantage?
bounty hunter.
8.
I'm a bounty hunter. There we go.
And then Thornock, are you
Let's go.
cool just waiting outside with Ari?
And plus 14. Yeah, 14.
You just broke up. I didn't hear that.
Are you just waiting outside with Ari then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just looking nonchalant.
You said 14?
14.
We're window shopping.
Okay. Nobody seems to notice you. So you head into the back room, and there's a few people kind of just sitting around there.
Oh, crap.
And
I don't have the wand.
there's a guy reading a book. There's one that's playing cards, and his version of cards is there's a hat, and he's tossing the cards into it. And then there is
they magical?
the cards. No,
No. Okay.
No, he's not Gambit.
no.
Could put a deck of many things, you don't know.
That could be anywhere. He flips one over, a bunch of gold just falls on him. He flips another one over.
It all disappears.
Yep.
His hands wither.
And there's a man at the back, and he's got a large beard and a larger stomach and a bald head, and he's got one of those like cross scars on the head.
Nice guy.
It looks like me.
And he looks up and he goes, "Who are you?"
You don't need to know who I am. I'm here for her. For the money.
And
How'd
he
you
looks
hear
over and he
from
goes,
me?
"Holy crap! You actually got her."
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
We've got like 10 reports of people looking for her today.
Is there anyone else in the room?
Yeah, there's these other two guys. There's a guy reading, and there's a guy playing cards.
Just
And
the
there's-
two of them?
Yep.
Other than that, it has a closed door behind us?
Yep.
Is there enough room for me to move into a corner?
Yes, there is. Roll me one more spell check, though.
Okay. The last one was like a 6. This is 14, 18.
Alrighty, yep, you move on into a corner.
I just want to know, why is the bounty so low? It was a really tough job.
I guess the guy didn't really think too much of her. We're matching voices now. It's kind of weird. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, we do
Man, you know.
twin scars and beards. And do you have a milky eye? Mine's pretty gross.
No, but I mean, I got this boil right here. It's pretty milky. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Now that we're done comparing scars, I suppose you want the reward for it. Could you go grab his purse? And
He's not here?
no, we got a reward request for you. We're supposed to deliver you to him.
I won't take the money until I see her there. Because it was a pain in the ass to get her.
The money is to get her here.
And I'll take it, but I want to see it through.
Like that's the you realize that's the poster, right?
I get it, but I want to see it through to the very end.
Holy crap! Alrighty, whatever. All right, and
Is the door open?
the door does open as one of the guys leaves.
Okay. Can I not moving? Can I see if I can close in the door? I'm gonna take damage from the door somehow. I know what's gonna happen. Can I look out the door? Is there anyone else? Like as we were coming in, how many other people? Like I'm trying to.
Just the lady at the front counter.
Can you see us looking in the windows? That's a nice.
It's just like peering in.
A half orc looking at this nice clothing store. Yes, you
this
can
dress
see.
is so fancy.
His breath on the window. Okay, so to my, at least from what I can tell, that seems to be the only people here.
Yep.
Got it. I will stand my ground.
How far away is this place that you came from? How far away is the place you came from?
Yes.
It's
9 layers down.
Far away.
9 layers down.
Eight layers.
Oh yeah,
A plane shift
Or
away.
recently.
8 layers down.
I mean, it's like days travel, basically. Right?
Yeah, it is away from the Sword
I mean, we're
Coast.
not-
Like, it's
we're
not even
not-
on this map. It's like okay,
We're
so
not gonna get that side.
for a matter of perspective, Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep is about a 40-day trip. Yeah. And you're probably 5 times that distance away was where you originally were from. You did not think that you were running far enough even when you made it here. And then the other guy comes back into the room and he's got a purse of gold. And he tosses it to you.
So wait, he's on the other side of the world practically.
Don't talk,
we haven't-
Tiefling.
Okay, yeah, he smacks you.
Very lightly.
Makes it look good.
Do I need to roll
I
for
have
that?
No, I mean,
Okay.
you got it.
Hold on, I gotta see if I gasp.
So you mean to tell me?
Natural 20, I do not gasp.
You mean to tell me he's on the other side of the world?
No, he's up in Neverwinter.
Okay.
Yeah.
May as well be.
For winter.
And then, let's see. Brom, does a 20 hit your AC?
My AC?
Yep.
By a lot.
It's at this point that the guy that's playing cards reaches in and tosses a dagger out in your direction, and it smacks into you.
They saw you coming in.
They probably heard you coming in.
There's this dagger just.
I don't think they see me.
Let's see.
Just act like you're the wall.
Is-
You just like back up.
Funk!
Funk.
You flick it.
I think,
And
So that's a total of 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. Okay.
Yep.
I take it. I think it's a good job.
And the yeah, because you're still invisible technically. So it stabs into you and just sits there floating in the air for everybody else to see.
You
And
think Ravi G
I grab the
Pants
nearest
came
guy
along?
and throw it at the main dude.
Think again.
sorry, what was that, Thornok? What was that, Reese?
Can I grab the nearest person and throw him at the other person?
So you're not in the room right now. You're actually outside window shopping, or pretending to window shop. And the bearded guy looks over and he goes, "That one of yours?"
Yeah, Ravi Jean Pants don't travel alone.
Robbie Jean Pants. Okay. Can you tell him to show himself, please?
Hey, little Ravi, show yourself.
oh, Rob.
Robbie Jean Pants and Little Robbie.
You got it. You got it, boss.
Feared and notorious bounty hunters in all of the kingdoms.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna take the dagger. I'm gonna throw it on the desk in front of him, so it's like bang, and then I'm gonna take my lyre out, and that's where I'm gonna drop it. I'm just whang.
Didn't
A
hurt.
dramatic effect.
It is very dramatic.
Didn't
They are just like agape at you.
feel a thing. I'm his.
Why the heck do you have this invisible guy in here?
I don't trust
I'm his bodyguard.
anybody.
Yeah, well now we don't trust you.
I got the gold.
And they snap their fingers, and the one guy holds up the bag of gold that he pickpocketed off you.
Well, in that case, I'm not really him. Break out! Fight!
Everything's fine here.
All
How are
right.
you?
So I will go ahead then and break free from
There we go.
the bonds
Perfect
and then
moment.
reach for my axe.
You don't have your weapons. I'm going to retcon that and say that there's no way that they would have kept you with your weapons on.
I'm going to open
Actually,
the door and I'm going to message outside to Thornock and say, "Code red, code red."
Well, we'll see about that.
I want to try. That's my.
We're going to go into initiative, is what we're going to do. Actually,
I'm staying as Robbie Jean Pants, by the way.
Robbie Jean Pants. 16. Okay, 16 plus.
Just for 3.
Wait, do you have to
How could this have
concentrate
gone
in order
wrong?
to maintain the illusion? You probably
Yeah, I do.
So if you're going to cast a spell,
he just can't cast another concentration spell.
Take on me. Insert the attack.
that is not the battle music that I had envisioned.
Yeah,
I was
Or,
expecting like raining blood.
Yeah. This was suggested by the chat.
Let's see here.
So we're ready for battle.
This is going swimmingly.
I know, right? What could possibly go wrong?
A lot.
Hey, let's have Brom go invisible. No.
Man, my
Well,
rolls
you
are
sprung
really
the trap.
bad still.
Every time. Every time. It's like Brom's like, I beat you, but I screwed the pictures again. Again, welcome to Dizen. Thanks for coming back. Erwin, thanks for coming back. Yes, welcome to the stream.
Alright.
Beef 137A. Hello. We're just about to start an initiative. Battle.
Now I got that song stuck in my head. Appreciate it.
Here, I'll find another one. Robbie Jean Pants. Was I wearing jean pants? I don't know if I'm wearing leather.
I don't know if jeans are invented yet. This is a cool name.
Robbie Jean Pants.
Robbie Jean Pants and this
It'll be
little
my-
buddy, little Robbie.
Little Robbie.
Little Robbie.
I just totally
Deal.
went blank.
It'll be my-
I can only think of Robbie.
Next time, give the illusion spell to somebody.
I know, it'll be
with
my-
better names.
It'll be my whatever. Is that a concentration?
All right, then you're
Mine?
Minor
Yeah.
illusion?
Yeah.
It is
Oh, minor
6?
illusion? I don't think so. Minor illusion.
Can you cast a second?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I am 16, 17, 18, 19.
19.
19, yes.
Surprisingly, it's not.
Akio.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I missed Ari there.
Ari. I'm a 21.
21.
10.
10.
Oh, sorry, 20.
20. Thornock.
Stacks on stacks, gonna make it rain.
1.
1. Wonderful.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, so I probably should draw a map, shouldn't I?
Yeah. I figure we're just in a room, right? So
Yes.
it's like, how many different ways can a room look?
Well, you've got
So
2 rooms actually. You've got
Oh, right. The
Wonderful.
storefront.
Yep.
So
this is the back area with the door right here, and then you've got the main shop. And poor quality main shop, and then there's like probably a rack of clothing, and a rack of clothing.
Discount. The discount.
Oh yeah,
aisle.
you gotta have the discount bin right there, and then you've got the countertop right here, and
the cash rack.
all right, now we can populate. So we've got the guy playing cards over here. I'm right there. We've got Akio. I mean,
Okay.
Robbie G.
Rough. So that guy would be over here. Because this is the guy that stole the person.
Guitar.
Yes.
Mr. Beardman here. And Romero.
Beardman.
I would assume that I'm just going to assume
Don't just assume.
that Brahm has weapons on him. Because that wasn't discussed, but I'll just assume that Brahm was the one.
I think that's a safe assumption.
What?
Yes,
Yeah,
Brom
you had
has
your
my
weapons.
weapons.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plan all along.
That's why I was discovered, because they're all clinging together.
They're dragging on the
The
ground.
sword is bigger than me.
They're like,
And
what's this dust
stop.
line? There's like a bruise and
That. Okay.
very good weapons.
This looks like it could be a lot of fun, and we're going to start the fun with the bearded man.
Bearded man. Huh?
The bearded man. And he's going to stand up, and as he does, he's pulling out his scimitar and a dagger. Why does everybody have scimitars in this? You know what? He's got a regular short sword, not a scimitar. I'm tired of scimitars. And he's going to move up, and he's going to go, nobody tries to pull a fast one on the black sails. And then he's going to throw a couple of attacks your way. Okay. The first
Incinerate him, minion.
is a 10.
This is.
Okay. Then we've got a 18.
That'll hit.
And viciously mock him and say, black sails? I see no black sails around here. All I saw was fuchsia pink floral patterns out there.
Are you like
Yes, it's an actual
actively?
vicious mockery.
Okay.
You know, you're nothing more than a band of weird pervy dudes.
Like, is this your reaction that you're doing? Or?
Yes, his reaction. Yes, my reaction is vicious mockery for...
It's not called vicious mockery, though, is it?
no, you're right.
It's
not vicious
cutting
mockery.
words.
Cutting words, that's what it is. Sorry.
Nice
Well, this will be on the third attack because I already called out the
Totally
second one.
How much was the second one?
The second attack
That's only-
total was a total of 7 damage.
It's only one, so...
Only -1, which makes the other one the same 18. So that one's going to hit you as well.
That's right.
And that one for
You guys got steel nerves.
5 damage.
Ouch. Does that break my concentration?
No, I don't believe it does.
You have to roll for a Constitution saving throw, I think.
Let's see. Concentration, maintain, blah, blah, blah. Normal activity. Taking damage. Whenever you take damage while you are concentrating on a spell, you must make a Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration. The DC equals 10, or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. So 10 for both of these.
So I have to roll 2.
Yep. 2 concentration checks, and they both have to be above 10.
concentrations.
Make sure it's
Con-
saving throw, not your
Constitution.
normal.
It is. Yeah.
So 7. Ugh.
Okay, so
7 on both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer Ravi Jean.
Okay, so he stabs you, like, he comes in and he comes with the sword and you block it, but he gives you a couple quick jabs with the dagger, and the illusion fades and he's like,
I just go.
oh, yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
Ari, it is your turn.
Hey, Tonto.
All right.
You gotta roll me a perception check to see if you notice
we can hear
anything.
the fight break
Yep.
out.
Nobody puts Ravi in a corner.
24. I
Yes.
better roll this well when I'm attacking.
Yeah, you hear the fight breaking out.
Okay. So I just look at Thornock and say,
It's because I hit
uh-oh.
the guitar so hard.
And I start to run in. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Like let it
30.
reverb out. You're like,
I kind of look at her out of the corner of my eye as I'm running past and say, are you going to give us trouble?
And she goes and she kind of raises her hands like, not my fight.
Hopefully she's really just a secretary. 35. This is difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, you gotta open up the door with your action.
With my action?
Mhm.
Okay. So, all right.
40, yeah, so you can get 1 step into the room.
Boink. It's crowded in here. And
All of a sudden, an elf comes bursting in. There's more of them!
I say, what did you do with Robbie Jean Pants?
Even though you didn't even hear his name beforehand. Like, there's no way that he told you. Of course, right.
I practiced like 5 times before
Sure, sure.
Don't worry, little
Of
Robbie's
course. And then it's going to be this guy. And the bearded guy says, "Get her out of here." And he's going to run over here to you. And he's like, "Best way to do that? Unconscious." And he's going to try and make a stab at you.
No. Crowded in here.
Feeling
I
claustrophobic?
am feeling claustrophobic.
It's okay.
And he oh look, he's actually got a short sword. That's what he's pulling out. So this is going to be 2 attacks against you.
Okay. Hiya. Oh wait, I'm unarmed.
Yeah, you are unarmed right now. The first one
Oh, I need my
is
weapons.
a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's going to do, because you're within range of an ally of his, he's going to do sneak attack damage with this.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay.
They are rogues.
Damn rogues.
Shoot this son of a... Oh. I can't do it
It's going
until the end
to
of this
be
round.
12 damage,
okay.
piercing damage.
12 piercing minus
Mhm.
3, so...
Yep, -3 for your awesome feats that you have.
Nice.
And then the second attack is just going to be a 6, so that's going to miss you. So he comes in and he just swings his sword right underneath your mail armor and slashes you in the side, and then comes around for a follow up, and you have to block it with one of your arm bracers that I assume you have.
Yeah, that wasn't optional. Like the character creation.
For the hero forge.
For the hero forge. Mm-hmm.
Great, and then it is Braum. It is Braum's turn.
All right. So Braum.
That is a perfect sound blast setup.
Yes. So so I am going to.
I love how all this is going on. You guys are going to take care of everything before Thornok can even get in the room.
What did I miss?
Just
So I am going to. She asked for her weapons, correct?
I did, yes. Give me my weapons.
Would that be considered a major action?
Oh,
Yes,
where's our
you will-
zombie
you will
running
have
out?
to take the action.
I will take the stuff. I'm going to throw it to you. Thanks for the follow, V137.
What the?
Why was the zombie running on?
Yeah.
There's a follow. Somebody follow the
whenever
channel.
people follow, it pops up. So I take the yeah. There's a zombie on the screen. What the heck?
I'm looking.
And then some zombies appear.
I take her stuff.
Every time somebody in chat follows, I add another monster to the combat.
Why?
No.
No.
Come on, let's get like 100 follow count max XP or XP.
As long as they're kobolds.
Hey, if there's
These
like 100 XP
suckers.
apiece, come on, we can get this
That's
done.
true.
All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna take her stuff and I'm gonna throw it to her.
Okay.
Not that far away from her, so it's gonna be
No.
more like a hoist.
Yep.
A toss to her, and then I'm gonna.
She's definitely going to grab the axe and hook the sword into, she'll grab the axe with this hand and hook the sword into her other hand with it.
And then I'm gonna
Really
prepare
cool.
for an epic ballad, and I'm gonna just put my hand up and suspense. Get ready to play the next note on my next turn.
Somebody give him a suggestion for his next song.
Yep.
And then we'll move on, because that was your turn.
That was.
To Thornok, so you watched Ari run into the room and open up the door, and you can see a scuffle going on. And then you see this lady jump over the counter, and she's got a dagger in her hand.
Oh no.
And she's going to come up, and because
Not my back.
Akio is there, yeah, she's going to stab you in the back.
Oh,
Put her
old
dagger in
ladies.
your butt.
Should have killed her.
She's not an old lady.
She was
Dagger in your butt.
I thought she was old.
No, she's young.
She's spry. She's in her.
So that's a 9
To hit
for the
That's a
first
plus
attack. And then the other one is a 14
Yeah, that'll
hit. And this is
She was
also going to be a
distracted by
sneak
the
attack.
Oh, don't kill me.
11.
Wow, you
Ouch.
Damage.
Death's door.
Oh, Robbie, don't feel too good.
Nobody puts Robbie in the corner. Come on.
And then it is... No. it is this guy who's going to turn and he's going to be like, "What are you doing here?" And he is going to attack you. He actually pulls out a mace, like a full-on metal mace.
Hey, that's my old mace.
What's on the one out of the can?
So the first attack is a 6,
Yes.
and the second is a 17.
Yes.
17.
Blinded and disadvantaged.
So that is going to be. There's no ally in range.
Thornock, I'll have you know that I didn't attack just so you could get in the room and kill something.
4 bludgeoning damage to you.
Kill the lady.
So I need you to come in and tear someone in half.
It is Akio's turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Shatter. And since it's an evocation spell, I can sculpt it to save my friends. They
Okay.
automatically succeed on their saving throws, and they don't get hit.
Okay, so do they don't take the half damage or anything?
Right, because
Okay.
I'm evocation.
And how many of them can you
100
attack?
times better than I could do. He's just like one up.
It's a 10-foot radius, so...
No, I meant like how many
Yeah,
of your friends can you avoid with your?
Oh,
There's,
that's a
I thought there was a limit on it.
Look at your evocation.
Yeah, figure that out. So
Over on like your
is
last
it
pictures, probably.
feet?
No, it was probably
There,
sorry, evocation.
You can do it.
Hope spells.
Sculpt spells, that's it. You create pockets of relative safety within the effect of your evocation spell. When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them equal to +1 the spell level. So
Plus the
I can
spell's
do
level.
3 people, which is
There's 3 of us.
3 of us in the room.
Well, there's 4 of you technically in the room.
Okay, well,
You can't
I'll take the
target
damage.
yourself. You?
No, because you'll die.
Holy.
Don't
Okay,
die.
fine. Who has
Hey,
eyes?
hold on. Remember what I said last time? Oh, it'll be fine. And then I rolled straight 8s on all of them. Do not include yourself.
How does this spell work?
It's a 10-foot radius. You have to do a Constitution saving
Wherever
throw.
you cast it.
Well, so
Is it a 10-foot from you or?
10 foot from wherever I choose.
Wherever
so
choose.
Brahm's 15 feet away, right? 5, 10, 15.
Okay, yeah.
So Brahm's out of
Yeah,
my
Brahm is
spell
out of range.
Okay, so then I'll save us 3 in that range.
Well, actually, yeah, because technically, I mean, if we want to really put everybody in their position, because I did not put everybody into squares like I should have. But
So
now it's like 3-on-3 squaring off.
So I can get.
You could probably hit it right here at the back of the room and hit these 3.
Okay, let's do
Or
that.
if you want, I mean, if it is only 3, you can hit the group.
Okay, then I'll
Self.
do it right in the middle, but I'll protect myself and the 2 of them.
Okay. So Constitution saving throw.
13.
Okay.
And then it's 3d8 thunder.
Is this the same? This is the same spell
Yeah.
you have.
Yes, it's the exact same.
The shadow.
Except you want to
Shadow
with
Rose.
this evocation called
The
Cool.
captain makes it.
Anything
Does not.
that is not held or
The
whatever takes
girl-
damage. is
You
well
said it's
under-
Constitution?
Yeah, of 13.
Okay.
Which is a pretty cool spell. And also.
Okay, so these 2 don't make it, these 2 make it.
Okay. It was only 7 damage.
7 damage, and then
So,
isn't it
apples.
half for.
If
If they
the
make
same
it,
Okay.
yeah.
But if they don't, they're knocked back 10 feet. Right?
Yep, they get knocked back. Let's see.
So I've got my arm up,
Um,
and it's like, boom! It was like the wind rushes past.
Yeah, it's. On a failed save, they take half the damage. A creature made of inorganic material, such as stone or crystal, has disadvantage. And there, it doesn't say it pushes them back or anything like
Oh, does it?
that.
Yeah, that's the one where
that's
creatures,
the
constructs.
Yeah.
Yeah, constructs have disadvantage on the check.
So,
Correct. Anything
Okay.
constructs or non-organic.
So you bring your hands together and do a.
shatter. I say.
Brahm says, "So no one told you that it was gonna be this way," and you go.
I'll be there for you. Reprise, everybody.
And everybody kind of it kind of knocks people for a loop. They have to hold their ears and shake their heads, but your allies are unaffected.
Yes.
Yes.
Lunera, unless you want to try and move. Actually, I think.
No, because then I get attacked.
Yeah, I think because
So-
the disengage action is a full action. Isn't
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay there and take my brute punishment until I die.
No, we'll save you.
Weird. Yeah.
It is Lunera's turn. You have your weapons now.
That was 3D.
Yeah. All right.
And you got
Let's
7
go
by
2,
ahead
and 3. Yeah. It should have been like
That's
16 at
seriously
least.
crappy rolling.
I know.
We'll attack the
Should've rolled
gentleman
a
that.
different
Excuse me. I will attack the ruffian.
The ruffian.
Who previously attacked me.
Okay.
It's gonna be so cool, guys.
I'm going to kill him. I'm not going to kill him. Let's put the rolls tonight.
Where's your roll box?
I put it down there because I didn't roll very good at that either.
Yeah.
I have a different.
So what was the?
It was a 3.
Okay, so that misses. You
Or
have
no,
your
no,
other
excuse
attack.
me, 7.
You have your other
Where's my
attacks though. 2 attacks. You have your other
Oh,
weapon if
that's
you want to use your bonus action.
Yes, I will.
So
No!
It's a good thing that's reroll.
Yeah, worse.
Whoa! What?
That was a 5.
It's cursed!
Yeah, Chris.
It's cursed!
okay, so this guy nimbly dodges your attacks. This ruffian.
Chow is out.
Ciao, ciao.
And then it is. Do you want to try? Well, I mean, do you want to move and take an opportunity attack or anything?
Yeah, and I'm going to switch out these.
Okay.
That was a move.
Yeah, that's the move. Is switching out the dice.
Hold on.
Hang on, guys. Thornock, it's your turn.
Thor dunk.
Rage first.
Thought I would roll better.
Excuse me.
I can't see the squares on my screen, but
How far can you move?
I can move 30 feet.
Can you go?
You can get to the door.
Yeah, you can get to the girl.
I can get to who?
The girl.
Yep, the closest enemy.
Can you please do you go?
That's all I need. I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab this girl, and I'm gonna throw her at pretty much everyone.
Wow.
Okay.
Just everyone?
So
Just everyone.
Go ahead and roll me. I mean, you'll have to pick a target. I don't think you can hit everyone. You're not a pinball, and you're not a pinball wizard. So, which of these? I mean, there's pretty much only one bandit that you can see that you can throw her at.
All of those.
I guess I can just attack her.
Okay. I mean, throwing her would be fine. You just can't hit everybody.
I'll just attack her. It's
Okay.
fine.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah.
That's my favorite diet for now. It's like, it's serving me well tonight.
Well, I made
15.
15
Yes,
will hit.
Pass it on to me. It's a 4. Alright, the dice is in dice jail for the rest of the night. No, that was bad.
Hey!
Roll that one.
9 damage.
9 damage.
I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So you come rushing in the store with a roar. Your barbarian rage is flooding your eyes with that red vision that you know so well. And the lady has barely enough time to look around and give you a surprised stare as you slice into her a little bit. You know, just like across the chest. Her armor takes the brunt of it, but it hurts.
4, 6,
And then we're up to the top of the round with Mr. Beard.
contagious. This is the top of the round, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Reaction,
Yep.
recharge.
Anyone else want a bowl of cereal?
Nah, I'm good.
What kind of cereal?
This is oatmeal raisin crisp, but it doesn't have raisins, so oatmeal crisp.
Okay, 3 more attacks on our favorite wizard.
Oh no.
I want to
So the
take
first attack with his sword is going to be a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
No.
No!
This is it. This is my death.
That's
No.
4 damage.
You were
I'm
not
knocked out.
dying. This is
You
all
drop
my fault.
unconscious. And then he's going to turn and he's going to do his other 2 attacks on
He didn't try to kill me dead.
Nera. The first one is a 23 to hit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one is a 21 to hit. Okay, so the first damage is going to be 4 piercing damage.
So minus 3.
Yeah. And then the other one is going to be 7 piercing damage.
Don't you get reduced?
Yep.
Yeah.
So minus 3 damage.
So he slices, and Akio falls unconscious from the wounds, and then his dagger comes out and does a quick couple of jabs at Lunera and pokes in through her armor a little bit.
Dick.
And then it is Ari's turn.
All right.
Whose idea was this?
Who didn't
Indeed.
make their saving throws? Or like, I'm just trying to figure out who took most.
These
damage.
two did not make their saving throws. These two
These guys
did.
Okay. I can't really reach her. I'm not, guys.
Well, I'm just gonna attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
He took a little bit of damage from the.
Mm-hmm. Are you spending a key point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
17
A 17 will hit.
for 6,
Damage.
and then 16
16 will hit.
for 4 damage. No, 5 damage. And then 11.
11 will hit.
Awesome. For 5 damage. So 16 total, I guess.
Alrighty, yeah, you come in and you give him a few punches, a couple kicks. It looks good. And we are at the guy in front of Lunera. Is going to attack Lunera.
I'd like to say my intent of reaction.
Okay.
To keep his. He can do 3 attacks, right?
2. This one
attacks?
is 2.
No, on his second attack.
Okay. So the first attack is going to be a total of 15 to hit you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, and the second one, what is your minus?
My minus. I'm trying to make sure I get the right one. I'm pretty sure it's a D6.
Okay.
Last time I think I might have rolled a thing, but it was a 1. So cutting words is a D6.
Okay.
It's a 4.
Okay, that makes it a 6 to hit. Okay. So he comes in and he tries to slice at you once and you parry it. And he comes around for the second one and you just hear Braum chuckling at his first failed attack. And it just kind of, he just kind of totally
That was
missed.
terrible.
Shut up!
I'm trying my best.
Doing my best, sir.
Doing my best. Oh, he's definitely cross-eyed now. Braum, it is your turn.
Okay.
First things first, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
As you watch Akio on the ground.
14 plus 0, yeah. 14.
So you notice that there's a lot of blood pooling around him. Except for on his, is it your left hand that your ring is on?
Yeah, sure. Left index finger.
Okay, your left index finger. Yeah, the left hand, all of the blood around that seems to be gone completely. And the usual purple band is glowing red now.
Oh no.
What? And at this point, like, just seeing him fall, I'm going to be looking over, and I'm going to cast my bonus action, my healing word.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, friend, you're not done yet! And so I'm going to cast it. And that's a 1d4 plus 3. That's a 1.
Stupid
4.
kid.
So you regain 4 hit points, starting
four hit
from
points.
0.
And then who was the one that brought him down is still alive, right?
That only
Yes.
puts me at 0, you said?
Yeah, everybody's still alive.
Explode these guys.
No, so you start at 0 and then you go up from
To
there.
4.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I
So
believe
he-
that's how it works.
Yeah.
4 hit
Yep.
points.
Okay.
So he goes there, and bad guy,
Yep. And bad guy.
bad guy.
Everybody else is good.
Open room,
Bed.
No, this is the back of the room.
back of the room. This is squared, so 10 feet.
Yep.
If I did a, like right here, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna just do like right here. I'm gonna try and cast Shatter from where I'm at, and basically try and get. I know I want to at least get him, but I know it's a sphere, so whatever.
Yeah. Well,
whoever took him down. If it was this one that brought him down, I want to put it right here so I can get him.
You should be able to help.
Yeah, the way that I do that is basically because spheres are technically for like non-grid maps and everything.
Okay.
I'm just doing it that you can hit all three of them.
Okay.
It's called a burst 1 in 4th edition.
Okay.
And it's basic. Well, it would actually be a burst 2 because a burst 1 is just a 5-foot radius. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cast it. I'm gonna be like, I'll teach you to mess with my friends. And I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. It's a 3d8. The Constitution saving throw of 13.
Next round. There's not a specific song that you play for that.
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
He makes it. So the bearded guy made it. The other two, let's see. So the lady didn't make it. Oh no, sorry, it's not the lady. So that guy.
Yeah, I was fighting.
Yeah, okay. So this guy is the only one who didn't make his save. The other two did. So what was the total damage? 18, so 9 for the...
That was thunder.
No way.
Thunder. That's the one. Na 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 na. Thunder.
And it just rocks him. You can just see, like, this guy over here is visibly shaken by that one. He's very jittery now.
And that's
which one? Sorry,
that's using my loot as a spellcasting focus for flavor.
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously what bards should be able to do anyway. So don't worry about it. All right, and then after Brom, it is the girl who is going to turn around and she's going to try to take a couple stabs at Thornock. So the first one is a 22 to hit.
A what?
A 22 to hit you.
Oh, yeah.
That one does 3 piercing damage. And the other one is a 14 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. And that one does 8 piercing damage.
I'm raging, so that's 4 and 2.
Yep.
6 total. Cool.
And then she's going to take her bonus action and disengage. So she's going to jump. She's going to have to make an acrobatics check to climb over the counter, to cross over the counter, which she makes. And she's going to go boom, 2, 3, and she's running for the door now. And then actually she'll take her move and she'll head outside.
Dash.
And then it's right.
Ball will dash.
Don't let her escape.
Actually, she took her move to disengage, and then she just used her regular move. Or, well, she took her bonus action to disengage.
Throw me through the window.
That's 2nd level ability.
And then it is this guy's turn. And
Did he survived your thunder?
Yep, he's shaken, visibly shaken.
Yep. No, this guy's looking visibly shaken.
Oh, sorry.
Not the one that's right in front of Ari. That guy's looking okay. I mean, a little worse for her.
Pop his head like a zip.
16 to hit you.
No, 17.
Okay.
Ew.
The other one's way lower, so he kind of stupid knife ears. Akio, welcome back to the Land of the Living. It is your turn.
Robbie Jean Pants. And do I have to? If I stand, is that my action?
That's half your movement is standing up.
Yep.
Okay, I'll stand up.
Okay.
And
Dramatically?
no, like really.
He uses his wand to kind of lift him. He gusts behind him and just like picks himself up.
I will cast Scorching Ray and hit all. I'm gonna put all of them.
You have disadvantage on this
okay.
because you are within ranged, or you are within
Okay,
command of
never mind.
casting a ranged spell.
I'll do alter. Wait, how close am I to them? Am I like punching distance?
Yes.
Okay.
Your magic missile
I'm gonna do.
hits.
I'm gonna do. Alter self. Make me have giant bear paw hands and just punch him.
Okay.
Bear arms.
Bear arms.
The right to bear arms.
Yep.
So Akio, he puts he picks himself up, but he kind of just leaves the wand, and as he brings himself, his arms just become furry and clawed. And then I believe, doesn't that give you a melee attack?
Yeah. So your unarmed strikes deal 1d6. I guess this would be bludgeoning.
Slashing.
Maybe slashing. Open palm slashing. And since it's magic, I have a +1 bonus.
The attacking damage.
Just a second. Appropriate. You are proficient with your unarmed strikes
Yes.
as well. So you're going to roll your normal. It's a strength check basically for the attack, and then you add your proficiency bonus and +1 for it being a magic weapon.
So it would be +2, +1, so +3.
+3 to hit. Ooh, natural 20.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right, go ahead and roll. It's 2d6, and then you add your strength
Okay.
and +1.
This one's yogi.
So 8,
Together.
9, and you
You
said
don't
I
have
have
any
strength?
strength bonus, so.
I don't have strength. So
This
9.
like is it?
Okay.
Come on.
And that was
Do it.
Well, yeah, that was the crit.
Yeah, so you come up and you just like bear claw uppercut him, and he goes stumbling back. He's got probably another scar on his cheek now to add to his collection. Some of his beard falls away.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
But now I'm out of level 2 spells, so my arms go back.
No, that means
doesn't last.
it lasts, doesn't it?
I don't think so. Let me
probably
see.
concentration.
Oh, it's probably until I break my concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So,
or until you're unconscious, which will be shortly.
which might happen.
Okay. It is actually Lunira's turn next.
All
Pop a
right.
potion like it's hot.
Let's go ahead
Are you
and
almost
kick
dead?
some ass. All right. No, but in all seriousness, see,
There's a guy in front of you.
There's a
Finish him
gentleman.
off. He's looking worse for wear.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. 6 + 5, 11.
That will.
Most likely miss.
It's his AC. It's his AC.
No, it's actually gonna miss. Yeah.
Figured. All right, let's try again. 12 + 5, 17.
That one will hit.
All right, let's do
Yes,
that.
every time.
Go half.
All right, 3 + 3, 6 damage.
Do you want to incapacitate him or kill him? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you
incapacitate.
come up with the sword, and he parries it out of the way, and then you just come down with the axe right into the shoulder. That's a dead bandit right there,
Wow, bandit.
and he just drops to the ground. One final playing card slipping out of his hands.
So
As,
What did it
as
land on?
Remember Me
It's
plays.
the Queen of Hearts.
Yep. All right, and then it is Thornock. It is your turn. Somebody just stabbed you twice and then ran out the door.
Is there any way I can catch her?
Let's see here. 1, 2.
Pick up the
3,
counter and
4,
throw it through the window.
5, 6. You can get to her. Yeah.
I want to do that, and I want to try to cut
Just give
her
me a
legs
quick
off.
strength check to break through the door. See how well you do. Because technically it's not open, but it's closing.
Just get your back.
18.
Oh yeah, the door flies off its hinges across to the other side of the street, and you come out the other side, and she's just rounding that corner around she's just getting ready to round this corner, right here where my pencil is.
So I'm going to attack her.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
She's dead.
Go ahead and give me some damage there.
So it's double my dice roll, and then add my modifier,
So
right?
yeah, you roll your damage dice twice, and then add your modifiers once.
Uh, 18.
Okay, yep, dead. You come out swinging your sword, and you just slam her into the side of the shop, and she probably goes actually crashing through the window, all bloodied and cut up, and she's half hanging through the window.
Oh.
There are definitely people looking now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And you hear somebody go, "Somebody get the guards!"
As a bonus action, can I jump through the window?
And jump back into the fight.
Yes, I will let you leap back through the window as part of your crit, just onto the other side of it.
That's all I want to
Are you
do.
yelling like Xena Warrior Princess when you do it?
All right, it is the bearded guy's turn, and he looks at like the bare claw marks in his armor. And he looks up and he goes, "Who are you people?" And then he's going to attack.
Perfect.
And he's coming at you again, Akio. Because he managed to take you down, and then you came back with bare arms. I think he's going to attack you
See
again.
what happens.
I'm a werebear.
Next time you kill me, I'll come back as a bull bear.
I'm back as a scorpion.
So 8 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Then we've got a 13
That
to hit.
hits, that hits.
Okay.
Low
Roger,
rolls,
man.
slow rolls, slow rolls.
I don't have any
It's going to
reactions.
be 5 piercing damage.
Oh, that knocks me out again.
Okay.
Oh.
No more bear
Calm down.
claws.
Oh yeah, you got it. Well, you're unconscious, so that automatically breaks your concentration. And then he's gonna try and slice into Ari this time, because hitting the armored warrior with the dagger is not working as well. That's a 15 to hit. Okay.
I need some armor.
Isn't there like a mage armor that you can get?
I think I have to be proficient in light armor first.
I mean, I think there's a spell
there's a
called
spell
like mage
called
armor or
Mage Armor,
something.
Cast on yourself if
Anyway.
you're unarmored.
Okay, Ari, it is your turn to respond.
Okay, another key point on the homie in front of me.
Okay,
Finish this guy off.
Should have done that.
First attack is a 21
that will hit.
for
Bring him
6 damage.
You knock him unconscious, or you kill him, whichever one you want.
I'm gonna kill that guy. Break his neck.
Okay.
And then the next 2 attacks on
Man.
Beardly. This guy is gonna get unconscious if we can render him to 0. 17
17 will hit.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
And well, 8, but
No, that'll miss. Alrighty. And then we have Carnes is dead, so it's Brom.
Rom, seeing his friend go down for the second time, is going to make a flying leap with his dagger out and try and stab the sucker in the temple.
Yeah, take a look at mage armor.
I was just realizing I could have cast false life on myself.
Give
And
you
bolstered
something.
myself. 1d4 plus 4. Yeah.
It's top left.
There we
top
go.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw my rapier,
Okay.
and for the second time, I'm going to jump at Mr. Beardy Face and try and do a flying leap and stab him.
Need to get that.
I've got the rapier coming down. I'm just trying to stab him in the clavicle.
Okay.
Try and sink it as hard as I can.
Definitely, if you're going to be melee fighting.
Seems like I have been lately, so.
we're always in crowded spaces.
Right.
Need
So-
some nice open battlefields.
Natural freaking 20.
On the edge of the
Yeah, so
table.
you jump off of the like the nearby bookshelf and just come full onto the face with that rapier.
And I'm just gonna be like, we are the broken spear. And this is a stab in his throat.
Okay.
This is awesome. 2 plus.
Twice.
Oh yeah, you're right. 6, 7, 8 plus 2, 9, 10. 10 damage.
You don't hit him in the throat. You stab him in the eye. And he screams as you basically just pierce right through. Yeah.
And I'd be like,
hanging off of it.
Like going all like full on frothing at the mouth.
Right.
No, man.
Feral gnome.
Okay, and that's it. Okay. And then it is.
Am I just dangling?
No, he manages to
Guys.
jerk away.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stand in front of him in a defensive stance between him and Akio.
Okay. Well, you're here.
Best I can. I
Mhm.
just want to block him from being able to touch.
Akio, roll me a death saving throw, would you?
Is that a D20?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do I need to get?
Above a 10.
Yeah.
10. 12.
So you're okay. For now. For now. Lunera, it is your turn.
And he drops a cluster bomb.
He's the last one standing, correct?
Yes, he is.
Well, I'm gonna try to finish it. We're gonna try.
Okay.
11 plus 5, 16.
That'll hit.
So 5 damage.
5. You come in on the side, on his blind side, and slice into him. He's still up.
Go ahead and make another attack. 15 plus 5, 20.
20 will hit.
Okay. 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. You slice into both, and he's now he's backing off, and he's trying to take more of a defensive stance against the array of people.
There.
Basically.
Am I still
With his
bleeding
cape up.
into my ring?
Yeah, wherever your ring lands, which is probably in the puddle of your blood, it is soaking up that blood now. And
That's
it
an
is starting
evil
to glow
ring,
red.
man.
Thornock, it is your turn. You are back in the shop.
Is anyone alive?
Yes, there is one enemy alive
So
still.
far, it's a TPK.
I'm gonna murder his face.
We need him alive. We need him alive.
Yes, we.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you won't be able to get there this turn, but you can take your second action to move into the room if you want.
Or throw a javelin.
Or you can throw a javelin.
Stick him in
If
the wall.
I dash, can I jump and try to tackle him?
No, because that's part of an attack, and your dash action uses your action. That would be for your attack.
I'm gonna throw one of my hand axes,
Okay.
but I want to throw the flat side of it at his face.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me the attack.
19.
19 will hit.
Yeah.
What do I roll for damage?
And X is a D6.
5.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 7.
I was gonna say, what is your modifier? That seems low for a Thornock throw.
Okay. Alrighty. So it smacks him in that same eye, and he kind of stumbles back a little bit, but he's still standing.
Leonard can't see.
And he's going to turn to you in a vengeance. It's his turn.
Bring it.
And so we've got a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to roll the attacks first and then tell you damage. And that's an natural 1. And then we've got a 18 to hit. So 2 hits. The first attack is going to do a total of 5 slashing damage. And then the second attack is going to do a total of 4 piercing damage.
So 5 and 4. There's
Yeah.
9.
And that's it. Yeah, because he used this action, so he's not going to try and...
I'm just gonna be like, taking
Alright.
it, like, you're not gonna get to Akio.
I'm gonna. I want to go this way. I'm just making room for Thornock here.
Okay. Can you disengage as a bonus action?
I can, but I guess I don't want to do that. So Thornock's just gonna have to stand on top of the comatose.
Okay.
Akio, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I'll use a key point here.
Okay.
Prior to this guy.
Just hit through.
First attack misses. Is this
It's always
9?
a key point.
All right. Next one is 11.
No.
One's also an 11.
Nope.
Oh.
It looked really cool, but
Oh yeah, it's a great.
I was trying to just get his attention. That's
Yeah.
Hey, over here.
Brom, into your turn.
My turn? Okay. My rapier's still out and taking the slashing damage. I'm like, is that the best you've got? And can I use Bardic Inspiration on myself?
I don't believe so. I think it's an ally.
So I want to use my bonus action then to inspire Lunira. And I'm going to be like, these people who've taken this from you, taken your life from me. Let's take it back from them. And then I'm going to take my rapier and I want to attack him. Okay. So you've got a d6 for the next 10 minutes. And I'm going to, since I'm just a head level at his crotch, I'm just going to try and punch him right in the groin
with the rapier.
With my rapier, like the bell guard on the rapier, just bang, see what damage I can do.
Oops.
But no, I don't want to kill him. I want to try and incapacitate.
I was very worried there for a moment.
Oh, sorry. So 19.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 19, and then that's plus 4. I assume that hits.
Yes, that will hit.
So 8. That's an 8 plus 2, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's enough to knock him out. So you hit him right in the junk, and he finally collapses.
And I'm underneath him. Run! Get them off me! Help! Somebody help me!
all right. Time up. Well, we probably don't need to time up. We can just kind of overpower him.
Whenever battle finishes, I want to go and attend to my friend.
Battle is finished.
And we need to...
Akio, go ahead and roll me one more death saving throw.
We need to get going. The guards are coming.
Yeah.
A critical failure.
Yeah, point.
Alright, so that's a...
Oh, that's two fails.
I take off my.
That counts
Counts as 2 fails.
Oh boy.
I take off my amulet and I put it around Akio's neck.
Okay.
What does it do again?
It automatically stabilizes you when you're unconscious.
So all of the serious wounds kind of magically.
So do I
stitch
go to
themselves
0?
Yeah, so you're just stable now, so you don't have to roll any more death saving throws.
I pour a health potion down his throat.
Oh, that's
Okay. So the parapet goes around your neck, stabilizes you, and then Thornock tilts your head back and pours a potion down your throat. So go ahead, -1 potion, and then what does a potion do again?
1d6 plus something.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So go ahead and roll 2d4 and then add 2. Yep.
One.
Come on.
You're alive. So you got 4 hit points.
Woohoo!
So you slowly bring yourself to your feet.
I got last time.
Okay, I take the necklace back and put it back on.
Good.
Alright, we're good? Yep, we're good.
So,
How many fingers am I
I say, hey, Thornock, can you throw this guy over your shoulder? We got to get out of here and find a place to lie low before the guards get here.
maybe.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's go to Needles.
Drink.
It's too far away.
Do I see anywhere in this room that seems there's like a passage so we could get out of the
Roll
back
me a
door?
perception check.
Let's see if we can get out of the back door instead of the front. 3, nope.
Nope.
I see nothing.
I want this guy's queen. Or wait. Did you have the wanted poster still? Or did we drop? Did we even have it?
I want to look for
I think I probably
trapdoors.
dropped it.
I rolled a 17 perception.
Just basically.
Okay.
It's on the floor.
I got a 23.
We want.
Okay. So Thornock throws the bandit over his shoulder. You don't notice anything, but Ari, you do notice a specific symbol on a wall that you know is for like a trap tunnel.
Okay.
That'll lead out the back.
Can I grab the bag of gold that you sniped from Akio and throw it to?
Yep, 300 gold.
Can you go, my friend?
Wait, let's
split it
add
up.
that to the loot.
I toss it to you.
Oh, what
Put
about
it in the
no?
loot.
I was so that's 300. Didn't he pick target him too?
No, he just took the 300.
Oh,
back.
he took the 300
he
gold
took
back.
the-
Okay, I thought he picked
the reward.
I thought that's
yeah,
what I
300
thought.
gold.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna toss it
No.
to Ari
He
and then
pickpocketed
to-
It was the
gold
300 gold stack.
I'll put it back in the coffers.
Okay, I go and open the back door.
Okay.
Touches the symbol.
Woo.
I take the wanted
With the dragon
poster
egg.
Yeah.
and I get some blood from the ground and I smear "Don't look for me" and I pin it back up.
On the wall.
Okay. And then you all head out of there, I'm assuming?
Yes.
With the bandit.
The bandit
It's a warning.
and the bodies too. I say, Lunera, grab the other body.
So as you guys are picking up the bodies to drag them
Can
away,
I just burn them?
you see Akio smearing blood on the wall that says, "Don't look for me," and then he pins Lunera's poster up.
That's just gonna make people look for her. Especially the guard.
You hear marching outside.
The guard is now going to add her to their most wanted list. I grab the poster and I grab the body and we go.
But I'm flattered.
Can I just light this store on fire to get rid of any? Can I firebolt this place?
Yes.
Okay, firebolt. Let's get out of here. No evidence.
You find a pile of rags and throw a firebolt.
And I dump some alcohol on it.
Just for good measure.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Go out the back door.
So you guys head out the back passageway as you hear the boots. Yep. It is. It actually leads out into an alley.
Okay.
So you guys are able to head out there, and you see that people are kind of. People aren't really in a panic here, but there are people talking like, "I heard there's commotion going on a couple blocks away."
My friend, it might be expeditious if you do that little thing you do.
I don't have key points. Sorry, I only got one left.
Invisibility either, so.
That's okay.
Good luck, here we go.
We got good charisma, man. Me and you can talk the way out of this.
Okay, so we find a nice dark corner.
See
where it
what
looks
we
like we
split
won't be
ways and then we
disturbed.
try and meet up later.
And I say...
Go ahead and roll me another wisdom streetwise style check.
19.
Okay.
There is no streetwise.
I know
It's wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Good habits die hard.
Just wanted to.
And
Torch the place.
I don't know what they're good at. It.
we throw the beardly down on the ground, and I say, well, why don't you sit on this guy? Let's wake him up.
Cool. So I do it.
Okay, so Thornock sits down on him, and he goes,
Quit squirming.
"Why did you put on me a boulder?" Then he looks around and he goes, "I'm not dead."
Yet.
I wiggle hard.
Maybe I am dead.
Don't wiggle too
Do you
hard.
want to be dead?
You killed somebody with your
No.
pectoral last time. Don't use your buttocks.
What do you
Hush,
What do you
no.
want?
You know that?
It's your show. What would you like? We'll extract it from. I want to crack my little nose. Look intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
How desperate does he really want me back?
He's willing to.
Obviously, 300 gold.
Yeah, that's just for your whereabouts. He really needs you. He needs his champion back.
Not gonna
Can you
happen.
get this half orc off me?
No. Sorry. Well, suppose we could let you and have you go back and tell him in person that I am no longer his champion.
I'll tell him whatever you want. Just don't kill me.
Can you tell us where to fight?
He's in Neverwinter.
Specifics.
I don't know any specifics. I was just told to take her to Neverwinter.
I start bouncing on him.
Oh, I'm telling the truth.
I just say, tell your boss that he sends anyone after Lunera again, you'll kill them.
Sure, I'll tell him. That sounds fine.
Right. Thornock, you can go ahead and let him.
Kind of shaking down for any
Loot.
valuables.
Any value. Of course.
You take his weapon. He's got a short sword and a dagger on him.
Can I take his wallet?
Yeah, you can take his coin purse. There's about 30 silver in there.
No, he wants his wallet specifically.
Credit cards.
Yeah. He does have a platinum card, but it's for like Thieves Guild purchases only.
He's got one of those punch cards for the tavern down the road.
I've almost got my
I had
surgery.
9 punches. One more.
But it's not for a tavern. It's for a whorehouse. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Smells like syphilis.
Can I hog tie him?
You want to hog tie him?
Yeah, I want to hog tie him.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can hang him from a street lamp or a flagpole.
Okay.
Wait, we need him to deliver.
Like gag him.
Well, it's okay. I mean,
So you probably won't be able to. It's
I'll tie
still
him
pretty
by
light out, so you won't be able to hang him from any sort of like lamp post where people are walking past. But there's definitely a place in this alleyway where you can string him up. So he's just kind of dangling there all the time with one eye.
crap.
Remember, I've got my eye on you.
And he sobs the whole time.
I would too if I lost an eye.
And I just tell him that if I find out that he told our names to anyone, I'm going to come back with a vengeance.
I promise I won't tell anybody about Ravi. Or was it?
Robbie G.
Ravi.
No, hush.
Yeah. And then whoever gags him. I can't remember who said gag. Was it Thornox specifically?
Or Little Ravi.
Or Little Ravi.
No, you tell the tale. I want everyone to be afraid of Ravi and Little Ravi.
Spread
You
the
tell
word.
everybody you know that Ravi's coming.
I'm getting mixed signals here.
Alright, let's just get out of here.
Okay.
I think
I punched the guy.
Okay, yeah, he goes unconscious again because you just barely woke him up from unconsciousness.
Sounds good.
And he just starts doing that slow spin. I swear I'm not even doing it. It's doing it on its own. And then you guys head out.
Okay, let's make our way north for our rendezvous with Needles and also the other guy.
And I actually think that's what we're going to call it tonight.
I'm so sorry that took forever.
Akin. Cinnamon.
Oh, right, the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, so experience-wise, everybody gets, let's see. How to do the math.
Math.
Math's a thing.
Everybody gets 300 experience points total.
Do I get like
And
some
that's-
cool Ravi points?
So that's
Ravi
some role
points.
playing. Any role?
Yeah, that is including role-playing points this time.
Okay, 300 total.
Yep, 300
Yeah.
total for each.
Perfect.
And then, in case anybody forgot, because I said it over the weekend, you got an extra, what was it, 250? 200?
I think it's 200.
200 experience
Yeah.
points for the encounter with where you guys did not fight, but creatively defeated
Rat,
it.
dude.
Because you have to get credit for not killing things too, or else you're just going to kill things.
Or we'll just be murder humbos.
So, that's it for tonight. A lot of
Is there-
unanswered questions,
is
a
there an
lot of
outro?
things going on.
Like
You mean
last
like an epilogue?
Yeah. is that
Okay,
what
so
it's
it's probably about an hour later, and the guards are kind of searching everywhere to search for what people have described as a half-orc killing the shopkeep of this place. And they come around a corner in this alleyway, and they see two dead bodies, and hanging over them is a third struggling man with one eye. And they look up, and the one turns to the other and says, "Hey, isn't that Grimhook from the Black Sails?" And the other guy nods and he goes, "Yeah." And he looks down, I think those two. And they kind of just look at each other as they come to the realization of the place where they actually were. And they go, "We better tell the captain." And then they go, one of them goes running off, and the other one moves to at least get Grimhook down. And that's the epilogue.
Okay.
Yay!
The world moves on.
Yep. Thanks everyone for joining us, and thanks for your comments. That's always fun to have audience participation. We'll be back next Monday for more fun. And anybody have any other announcements? Anything going on? I mean, you stream every night on this channel, right?
Most nights, yeah. So we have the Extra Life 2017 is still open until December 31st. So if you feel like participating in that, go to fuzzy-squirrel.tv. It's down in the description below. Thank you guys for popping in right now. Again, because we're on the MacBooks, we have some trouble monitoring the chat for YouTube and some of the other ones. So if you're on YouTube or any of the other ones, thanks for joining us. We are monitoring the stuff on on Twitch. But yeah, if you want to follow us, go to the_broken spear on Twitter. That's where you can get all the different announcements and things like that for when we're going to be doing our Monday events. Otherwise, we've got Friday and Saturday this week, so get it then.
All right, cool.
Then Erwin Rommel wanted to come say hi. He's suppressed.
Hello, Erwin.
They're suppressed.
Alrighty. Well, thanks so much, and thanks, Thornock, for joining us as usual. Always fun. All right.
It's good to play.
Yeah.
Let Erwin pop in and say hello for a second, if it'll let me.
No. People experience this.
Says suppressed. Oh. Sorry, Erwin. I guess the permissions are working, I suppose. Kind of.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Peace.
I don't see if you're hearing me, Erwin. I don't see you in Discord. Otherwise, I'd let you. But bye, guys.